We Reel Reels.
What's up, guys, and welcome to We Reel Reels, the monthly podcast where we review old movies to find out if they as good as we remember, or if they make you want to jump out of a moving car. I'm your host, Panda Brandon, and with me is my half-brother, the Grizzlies,
Hey.
and the beautiful koala, Sam.
Hello.
And the greatest of all time, the goat, Spencer.
I was going to make a goat sound, but I check it out.
This podcast does contain spoilers, and we'll be discussing the movie at length. This is a mature content podcast, so be prepared for harsh language and awkward situations. All sound clips, musics, and trailers are only used for review purposes and belong to their respective owner. If you'd like to suggest a movie for us to review or movie 20 questions that we play at the end of every episode, email us at wereelreels@gmail.com or message us on Instagram or comment on wherever you're listening to. Also, we would like some ratings and some reviews. Ratings and reviews, they really help us out.
Yes.
Only 5 stars, though, but you got to give some lower stars.
4 is okay.
Yeah, 4 is okay. 4 is all right.
3 is unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Don't even leave a review if you're going to do that. The hypothetical question for this month. Here's the setup. Instead of a bank robbery in Queens, Connie Nikas finds himself in Rancho Cucamonga. He's managed to steal a big bag of cash, but in the chaos, he accidentally stashes it in the back of Day-Day's BMW while it's parked outside a strip mall. Before Connie can retrieve it, Day-Day and Roach drive off to start their shift at Pinky's record store. The question: if Connie Nikas has 12 hours to retrieve his money before the sun comes up, but he has to navigate the suburbs while being pursued by Pinky, the Joker brothers, and a very suspicious Uncle Elroy, all while Day-Day is unknowingly spending the blood money on snacks and rim. Who ends up in jail, and does Connie survive the neighborhood?
No. He's too white and he's too stupid. He's like
Connie goes to jail.
Yeah, like I don't even know if Connie even makes it out alive, especially with Pinky, because Pinky's the one that carries the gun. He's not. I mean, in the movie, he seemed to be the smartest one out of the group, but everybody that he was encountering weren't that smart, so that's not really saying much.
Yeah, he's really good at manipulating people.
Yeah.
Either he gets away and then gets arrested later, or he gets killed.
Well,
Yeah, he ain't making out.
Imagine Connie trying to manipulate Uncle Elroy the way he does the characters in Good Time.
I don't see that happening.
Elroy is far too paranoid and distracted to fall for Connie's fast talking.
He can get Day-Day.
He probably did it. But if Craig's always with him, so he can be looking at him sideways like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, get out of my face.
And then what about the Joker brothers? Connie's used to the greedy criminals, but the Joker brothers are a different brand of unpredictable. Would Connie try to recruit them, or would they just see him as a random crazy white boy?
They would see him as a crazy white.
Yeah.
Especially if he tried to do his manipulation tactics, they would probably fuck him up.
And does Connie's presence turn next Friday into a tragedy, or does the slapstick nature of the neighborhood keep Connie from getting into real trouble?
Yeah, I think he'd be a much funnier character if you tried to put him in that universe. Like he'd try to fast talk him and they just smack him across the mouth or something like. I just think it'd be like.
He'd be like Roach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to combine those two universes. It's so dark and weird, and then the other one's so funny and slapstick and stuff. So that's a neat one.
As long as there's no more locked doors.
Yeah.
We're going into our next segment of What You Been Doing and What You Gonna Do.
Hey, watch it, pal. What have you been doing? What are you gonna do, huh?
All right, mine's pretty short and sweet, so I'll start it off. Last month, I'm thinking about a career change, thinking about going into medical coding and, do something with that.
Is that somebody's stomach?
Yeah, some weird sounds over here. I don't know. It kind of fucked me
Figure
up.
out what that was.
Fucked me up. So yeah, I'm thinking about the career change, going into coding. The place I'm working at now has some narcissistic baby-grown men that really need a good ass whipping, really. And if I could legally ask them without losing my job, let's step outside, I would love to bash their fucking faces in. But they act like children. They act like little babies. So one of them's mad at me. Now he doesn't talk to me. Oh, like we're in 3rd fucking grade.
Poor little baby.
If we were in 3rd grade, I'd fucking punch him right in his gut.
Yeah, you'd go get in the sandbox with your therapist.
There you go. So I think I'm going to try some coding. It's a little detective work, little finding this errors and making things correct and sending them off. And, I like finding errors, solving puzzles. So sounds like something I might like. Easter is coming up, so that's exciting. And there it is, guys. We had a gender reveal last month we told you guys about. And we're having a little girl.
That's exciting.
Yep.
Little cubette.
That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted.
And we're going to go ahead and tell you our name that we picked out.
Evangeline.
It's
Go.
Spencerina Zeronica.
Oh, that's so nice.
After my two
That's
best
so
friends
fucking
here.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, no, we have yet to come up with a name.
I'm kind of torn up right now. Huh? Wait, that was a joke? What the fuck? You guys. You guys.
And then
Me
I
and
took
Zay were leaving.
my cub Gray. He had a great week last week at school, so I took him to see this movie called Hoppers. It was pretty good, pretty good movie.
It's about grasshoppers.
It's about beavers, and then Hoppers is kind
Okay.
of like hopping from one brain to the next,
It's like Looper.
Oh, okay.
like Avatar.
Well, you should have said that for
Yeah.
the beaver part. Just
Yeah,
saying.
they hop into beavers.
It's called hoppers. Oh, it's about grasshoppers. No, it's about
No,
beavers.
It is about beavers.
Wait, does he just hop from beaver to beaver?
No, they get in different animals.
Oh, okay.
But it's a pretty good movie.
Okay.
But on the way there,
I'll stop
we
at.
saw this construction site, and it was obviously some kind of building that they were building. I was just driving by, and I was like, man, great, what are they building over there? Well, that's a building.
Nice.
All right, dude.
Sounds just like his daddy.
Yep, that's it. That's it for me. I'm going to prepare for the Easter party, and it's going to be great.
Really sad about the Easter thing. Huh?
It's going to
Okay.
be all great.
Yeah, it's not like me.
Spence, what you got?
Well, as you know, got a kid. Been doing that. It's like very exciting. He laughed for the first time. I think it was an actual real laugh. Finally, I kind of like doing this thing lately where I'll roll him up on his side, and he rolls back to his back, and he gets real excited, smiles, and like kicks his arms and legs. And I rolled him the other night. The first roll I did, he like got real scrunched up and did like a like a little laugh. And I was like, all right, dude, you don't have to pay rent or nothing for like a month or two. Like that was very rewarding for us. But that was cool. It's neat. He's following people. Like he really locks onto Chelsea. He's like, there's the boob keeper. Like, he's very into that. But I've been doing that, working, playing some games, nothing too exciting. And as far as what I'm gonna be doing, I would assume more of the same because like the kid, he's just gonna keep doing kid stuff. So probably be doing that a lot. Work's been all right. We're like remodeling a museum, but we're turning it into offices. So like, yeah, I was really hoping for that exact reaction. And like, so there's this continuing thing where this old lady came to go to the museum one day, and she was like, "Is the museum in here?" And Donnie was like, "No, ma'am, it's not here." "Where is it?" He's like, "It's across the street." "Will it be back here in a week?" And he just like, I could see on his face, he's like, "I've got to put a stop to this." He said, "The museum's never going to be in here ever again." Like he said it like so definitively, and the lady was like, "Oh," and he was like, "Yeah, so just go across the street." And so yesterday, these people come down there, and I see them like, they looked very weirdly at me through the glass, and like there's a lot of employees that come through there because it's a city building. It's like City Hall for Lebanon or whatever. And they come through and they look at me, and I was like, "Oh, what are they doing?" And he opens the door. "Is this the museum?" And I look at Donnie like, "Say the line." He was like, "No, we're remodeling it. It's not going to be in here. They're moving it across the street." "Oh, can you show us?" And he like shows them, and I was like, "I better just walk over there and make sure." So I walk over there, and right as I walk up, he was like, "One thing I can tell you though, it's never going to be in here ever again." So we've been having a good time with that, but that's pretty much it.
That's all right, man. Koala?
Okay, so we did have our gender reveal at the end of the February, which Panda already said we're having a little girl. It just still seems so unreal because it's something that like that was the gender we wanted. I know that sounds bad, but since we already had a boy, we wanted to have a girl. But I feel like it's one of those like got you moments where I'm actually going to push out a boy. So I'm still kind of like,
Like, how sure is this science? You know, like, is it a 99 or is it 100? Like, yeah.
the gender reveal, we did have a great turnout, and I'm extremely thankful that we have such an amazing set of family and friends that was able to come enjoy and support our reveal. I'm still trying to keep up with the working out, so that's been going somewhat good. My Kindle Unlimited, the free subscription is ending end of March, so I've been trying to crank out a whole bunch of reading all the free books that I can. We're just waiting on... Well, I ended up saying last month about like all of the deadlines that we had to do. So the waiting list for Cub... I Our Cov is on the waiting list for the magnet schools and still waiting to hear back about the scholarships. So hopefully we'll know more on where he's going for kindergarten next month. The diabetic drink that I was supposed to drink, it actually wasn't as bad as I thought, but I did pass that.
Yeah,
so.
Jill said that. She was like, she really doesn't like sweet stuff or whatever, and she was so worried about it. She was like, it actually wasn't that bad. So.
Yeah, it wasn't. The first time that I did it, the first pregnancy, that it tasted terrible. But this go around, I guess they kind of, after 6 years, that they've made it better.
Mom was like, it's going to be terrible, because she did it back in the late 80s or whatever. So I'm really happy because you said that last time, and I was like, well, it was good for Chelsea, but I didn't want to like give you false hope. So.
Yeah.
What was it, like sugar water?
It's just like this glucose. It's like super thick, syrupy stuff.
Sugar water.
But yeah, and it was
Why
orange
are you
flavor.
so sure about that?
Because I could
Sugar
see him
water.
making it.
I knew it.
The doctor's like telling his assistants, like, all right, put sugar in there. And he's like, more.
Vincent D'Onofrio from Men in Black at your doctor's office. Sugar in water. But that's awesome. It's just like to test for gestational diabetes or whatever. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember what that was for. But
Yep.
cool.
So I passed that, so
That's
I don't have to worry about that. So
That is
that was
cool.
good. I did feel like I was almost going to pass out at the end of that day, though, because I ended up. So they said that you can eat like super healthy. So I was like, I'm going to eat super healthy. I'm not going to eat like any sweets. You can't do carbs. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do like some scrambled eggs in the morning and then a salad for lunch. Well, I was like, okay, I can just wait until I get home and make some spaghetti. So I'm in the process of making the spaghetti, and I've passed out before. So like I know when I'm about to. So like my ears start ringing, I get like super hot and like get faint feeling. So I'm just sitting down on the hardwood floor. Panda comes in the house because he got home, and he's just like, what are you doing? And I was like, I gotta eat something. So I'm just like munching on the floor with like a whole bunch of trail mix, trying to drink a whole bunch of water. I was like, I was trying to wait to get the spaghetti, but
Like, could you stir the meat?
I was picturing you on the floor just like palming spaghetti. I was like, damn, dude. I did that to myself. I was really nervous about a show we were playing one time, and I just kept drinking like Monsters or some kind of energy drink. And I got home, and I like just my body just quit on me, and I was like in the kitchen floor when my roommate got home, and I was like, can you make me some chicken nuggets? So I know that feeling. This is never good.
okay, so what I'll do next month is I'll keep working out. I'm about to be hitting the third trimester already, so I gotta start doing a whole bunch of stretches to get ready for labor. At that point, the Kindle Unlimited is going to be done, so I'm going to be going back to like reading my books, what I have at home or the library. Let's just keep getting things ready for the baby. And we are also hosting Easter. So
Don't they have a website with free books? No. Just online books.
didn't know that. Well, the Kindle Unlimited, you can have some free books that I can like look through it, but it doesn't have a lot. Like it's like not name brand authors and books and things like that. But through the Kindle Unlimited, it is like the name brand, but it's like $12 a month. So I was like, I probably will eventually get it back, but maybe I'll
think that
research
there's
it.
one. You know how the website me and him use for our stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one for books. There's one for movies. There's one for
Didn't know
everything.
that. I'll have to look that up.
But I don't know if it's that same one. So look around. You know,
Yeah,
do some Reddit stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you been doing, Z?
Well, nothing.
Long pause.
Yeah. Next segment. No, I've been really hitting this diet real hard because I really can't work out with my crazy schedule. Just like, man, for the past, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, I've only been able to see my wife once a week. It sucks. It freaking sucks.
Yeah, that would be rough.
Just like today.
Sounds awful.
Just like today, before I came here, I seen her. That's why I'm late. I was just like, I want to see her in the morning, give her sugars,
Yeah.
and we can, part, and then we'll meet up later. But it's like, at least this week, I think I'll be off Sunday,
Okay.
which would be great. And I got the family night thing coming on. But we just paid off our cruise that we're going to, and we're going to, where we going?
Sweetwater.
No, we ain't going no damn Sweetwater. We're going on a Carnival cruise. You guys talked it up so much, so we're just gonna go ahead and do it. And we're going to Bahamas, Grand Turk Island.
Ooh. Cozumel?
No,
Ooh. Okay. Never
it's Dominican Republic,
mind. Okay.
and then that private island, the Celebration
That's exciting.
Island.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so you go to
That's
4
exciting.
places. So we're ready to do that. We're just getting all money together. Like with all this damn overtime and all this hours that I'm working, I'm like, bro, we might as well just go ahead and try to spend whatever we can and do whatever. And she
Right.
always wanted to swim with dolphins. So we're going to try to do that and
That's
horseback riding. And I just got to lose the weight for that. But speaking of weight, going down, son.
Good.
Yesterday,
job.
That's awesome.
we went to the movies to go see that
Boy,
The Bride movie.
he was bagging, sagging Barry. I don't know if you ever seen that old character from All That. Keenan Thompson used to play this character called Bagging, Sagging Barry. And he had these big old baggy, saggy pants. And you pull anything out of them. That was Grizz yesterday.
Yeah. And so normally
Big old pants.
when so I wore these pants in the wintertime. And they were fine. I can put them on, not have to worry about sagging, not have to worry about pulling my pants up. Yesterday, I took one step and those motherfuckers fell to my ankles. So I was like, oh, nope. And I was like, let me go find my belt. Normally, I put a belt in my little compartments that I have. Bro, I'm looking. I'm like, oh no. Oh no, these are my only pants. Oh no. I started pulling everything out, dude. I couldn't find them. And so the whole time I was just pulling chains with one hand. Just they're like, hey, you need help? I'm like, nah, I'm good. This fucking. So I was like, God dang it. So now I gotta.
Did the pants fall off in private, or was it like around some people?
It was okay. So I put them on because you have to wear pants on construction sites.
Well, yeah.
And so
Unless you do HVAC.
Clearly.
If you do HVAC, you don't.
I
I
didn't
got a
know.
guy that works with us.
Oh,
whole
yeah.
ass is out. The whole thing. I'm not even joking. The whole thing's out. But anyway.
So I put them on in the truck. And then I'm like, okay, I can go out. And I took that step and I almost fell. I was like, oh no. Yeah. So nobody's seen it.
Okay.
But yeah. So I think it's 25 pounds down already.
Oh, wow.
Dang,
That's awesome, dude.
That's good.
And that's just
Pants.
eating
Just
good.
diet.
Yeah,
That's
just
pants
diet.
falling off weight for
Yeah,
sure.
it
Like,
is.
yeah, that's crazy, dude.
And
That's
so
awesome.
I'm gonna try to keep going.
Yeah, good job.
I did reach the biggest that I've ever been. So I didn't like that.
No, it's
Yeah, it's horrible.
I think I'm there right now.
And so now, but you keep doing them. I got to thank you too because you gave me that motivation. I'm done. I don't want you to down me, brother. I'm like, no.
He's saying the nice part. I was like, you fat son.
I was thinking that really doesn't sound like him. Like, and then when he said that part, I was like, oh, now that's the Panda I know.
He said, I got off the phone and cried a little bit. Then I got to work.
He called me.
So I'm
every
gonna do
day.
more than that. And I'm just thinking. Normally, I've been eating kind of unhealthy-ish, and I'm still losing the weight, but it's still kind of unhealthy-ish. So at least once a full week, I'm gonna eat something that's just like healthy, like fish and vegetables and all this other stuff. So nothing that I'm gonna eat next week is over 2,000 calories a day. It'll probably be like 1,200. I think I did the math on it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that the whole week and see if I can just shed another 10 pounds next week. But hopefully you'll see Skinny Zay again.
Hey.
Skinny Grizz. And then what I'm planning on doing is more of that. Clearly, I got this good deal on
Shoes.
my muffler,
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you normally have shoes.
muffler and pipes. And as Panda knows, my truck is loud as hell. And I found a guy that said he'll do it for $600 if I can get the parts for it. So
Okay.
maybe there's gonna be sometime soon. But I'm really excited for this vacation coming up in July. I just gotta find a flight. So if anybody knows any flight deals, please let me know.
They expensive.
All right.
Yeah, they super expensive.
I'll ask my buddy. He does a lot of traveling. He's probably got a trick.
Okay, yeah, please.
Let's go ahead and get into Grizzlies, Anime and Arms.
It's over 9,000.
All right, guys. So since we're talking about a movie that pretty much this guy has a series of unfortunate events, I'm going to talk about a series of unfortunate guns. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about the couple of these. One of them is called the Nock Volley Gun. Napoleonic era.
Lapolian
Yeah, whatever it is. It's that time era
era.
fucking weapon. It was designed to fire 7 barrels at once to clear decks.
Yes.
It was It was notorious for breaking the shoulder of whoever shot this gun.
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
Only got one of the shots.
And a massive fire hazard for ships.
Yeah, go burn your own ship
Yeah,
down.
you will.
Break your shoulder, burn
You
your
definitely
ship.
will.
But you might clear that deck.
Yeah, you should.
Might.
Because everybody's scared of fire. This one, sorry. So the next gun we're going to be talking about is the Colt 2000, considered a dangerous modern design. It had a failure to extract jams problem and poor accuracy, and it was forced to recall for safety. Early M16 rifles in the Vietnam War, early models suffered a massive jam stoppage during combat, contributing to a lot of soldier casualties.
That's not good.
Yep. With a horrible design flaw, they had to take it back to the manufacturer and then send some back out that didn't jam. And people would actually kill the Vietnam troops, steal their guns, and use those.
Man, how mad would you be fighting this war and they give you some bullshit guns?
Yeah. This one is a attachment to a barrel called the Kumlof. It's a Nazi-era bent barrel attachment designed to shoot around corners. But if the barrel gets too hot, it explodes.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yep, sending shrapnel back to the shooter. What about a Braver Man pen gun? It's a small disguised gun, like it's supposed to be the size of a pen, that killed the person that held it a lot of the fucking time. This one I really wanted to talk about because Polar has this gun.
Uh-oh.
It's the 6-hour P320. It has a bunch of modern day lawsuits. The problem was it would fire without the trigger being pulled.
Oh.
Yeah. And it has over 150 lawsuits filed with 6-hour, the manufacturer, alleging the gun is prone to accidental discharge, causing injury and fatalities.
Dang.
Yep. And so some of the notable lawsuits is Abrams versus Sig. A Philadelphia jury awarded $11 million to a U.S. veteran who was injured while he was putting the gun into his holster. A Georgia jury awarded Lang versus 6-hour $2.35 million in the same type of incident. And then Davis versus 6-hour. Is it 6-hour? Sour? Whatever.
6 hour.
Yeah. Federal appeals court revived a lawsuit for an ICE agent who was holstering his gun, and they shot him also. Which 6-hour is disputed all these cases. Clearly they lost these at least 3.
Yeah.
But then what they turn around and do is they say, hey, if you want to upgrade a gun, we'll take these guns back. So why would you do that if you don't think this is going to happen with this gun?
Right.
All right.
That's stupid to me. But we need to go ahead and get Polar off of this gun before he shoots himself.
I think he's trying to sell it.
I don't know if he can. I think he can just go get it upgraded. I need to tell him that.
There's a lot of videos of dudes misfiring on ranges and like the range head being like, get this gun off my fucking range right now. Like it's very common to like drop it and it shoot or anything like that.
What he could do is he could, I guess, go email or talk to 6-hour and get an upgraded weapon. Like, you can get a brand new gun.
Yeah, but if they didn't really test that gun, who? Like, why did they think that it's gonna test this new one, this new upgraded one?
Because, I mean, the government has to do all these checks. And apparently they were just like, oh, no, this one's fine. And
That ain't
now
fun.
they're getting sued for
A lot of money.
$13-14 million.
As they should.
As they should. Yeah, that's the unfortunate guns.
Dang.
How about that? Well, let's go ahead and dive into Panda Tails.
Sit back and prepare yourself for Panda Tails.
That's the St. Patrick's Day wolf.
You're doing that though, right?
No, it's not me.
You
We're-
did
we're a
the
werewolf.
howl.
I mean, I did go out there and record
You
out in the
howling?
wilds. Record a wild wolf.
And that's you. Okay.
And it was
No, that was
Yeah,
Odin.
as a wolf. Okay. That's fair enough. That'd be hilarious.
As we know in Panda Tales, I try to tell a true story that relates to the movie that we're reviewing. We're reviewing Good Time. So first up, let's talk about The Mask. You remember the scene where Connie and Nick robbed the bank wearing those hyper-realistic masks? That wasn't just a creative choice. It was inspired by a guy named Conrad Zederak in 2010. He bought a $700 Hollywood-grade silicone mask called The Player. He used it to rob 6 different places in Ohio. Get this, The mask was so good that the police actually arrested an innocent black man for the crimes. Even the guy's mother saw the robbery on the news and thought, oh no, that's my son.
Oh, that's messed up.
Zederick only got caught because his girlfriend found a sink full of dye-stained cash and a rubber face in their hotel bathroom. Talk about a bad roommate.
Whoosh.
Wait, so she didn't, she wasn't in on that and I bet she was salty because she wasn't seeing any of that money. So she's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about that brotherly loyalty that drives good time, you have to look at the Doherty brothers. Doherty?
Dougherty.
Doherty?
Doherty, yeah. Doherty, however you want to say it.
From the Doherty gang in 2011,
Doherty gang.
3 siblings, Lee, Grace, Dylan, and Ryan, went on a cross-country tear. It started because the youngest brother, Ryan, was looking at jail time, and his older siblings basically said, not on our watch. They robbed a bank in Georgia with an AK-47, led police on a 100-mile-an-hour chase through Colorado, and were eventually taken down in a shootout. When they were finally shackled, the sister, Lee Grace, told the cops, I just couldn't lose another sibling. This is the exact same desperate us against the world energy that makes good time so haunting. So next time you're watching Pattinson sprint through Queens, just remember, somewhere out there, someone is probably trying it for real. Stay safe and keep your masks for Halloween.
That's really messed up about the black guy, though.
It is.
Did it like the research state that he was able to get out? Because I'm assuming he went to jail.
He probably did 20 years before he got, like that's how that shit always goes.
And they gave him like $10.
Yeah.
Fucking
Here's 10 grand
McDonald's
for
gift
each,
card.
a grand for each year we kept you in prison. Like, fucking ridiculous, dude.
Well, let's get into our movie review. But before we do, we like to enjoy our movie review with a nice adult beverage. And this month's adult beverage, Bulliet Old-Fashioned Cocktail. Now, some folks say you shouldn't go messing with what's already settled. But I reckon a man's drink ought to have as much grit as the man drinking it. You see that pour? That's Bulliet bourbon. It ain't that soft, sugary water you find back east. This here is high rye whiskey. It's got a bite that reminds you you're alive and a spice that kicks like a startled mule. Smooth out just enough by the muddled sugar cube and a dash of bitter roots.
Yeah.
Heavy on the rye, bold on the spice, clean as a desert wind. It's a drink for a man who's spent all day in the saddle and still has stories worth telling by the fire. You'll taste the toasted oak of the barrel, a hint of sweet vanilla, and that peppery finish that lingers right on the back of your tongue, long after the dust is settled. Bulliet Old Fashioned, frontier whiskey for those who don't mind a little dust on their boots.
Nice. Yeah.
We ride!
Yeah, that was a good
That's a
sound.
good one.
Bulliet bourbon has definitely made a name for itself on the big screen, often used by set designers because of its distinctive old-style frontier bottle. It tends to show up in gritty modern thrillers or shows with a rugged western vibe. But here's a few notable appearances.
Oh.
In The Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, 2022, it shows up quite a bit in the hands of various characters, most notably Birdie J, who is Kate Hudson, is seen drinking Bulliet with pineapple juice, a bit of a frontier meets tropical twist. It was in Quiet Place, Day 1, 2024. In a pivotal tense scene, characters Eric and Samara share a glass of Bulliet. The filmmakers used it to ground the moment in a sense of shared humanity amidst the apocalypse. It was in Gone Girl in 2014. You can spot the recognizable bottle in several scenes, specifically when Nick, Ben Affleck, is drinking with his sister Margot.
It's that movie I've been trying to get us to review, man.
It was in Yellowstone. While not a movie, this is perhaps its most famous role. The rustic, high-stakes atmosphere of the Dutton Ranch is a perfect fit for the brand, and John and Beth Dutton are frequently seen sipping it. And then it was in Only Murders in the Building. In season 4, it gets some prominent screen time, over 20 seconds during a scene where characters are watching an old film. And here's some interesting trivia about old Bulliet here. People often mistake it for the whiskey John Wick drinks, but he actually famously drinks Blanton's. However, because Blanton's can be hard to find and expensive, many John Wick cocktail recipes, like the one featuring a pencil garnish, recommend using Bulliet as the go-to substitute because its high rye spice matches the tough guy aesthetic perfectly.
With a pencil.
This may be the most famous alcohol we ever drink. Because, I mean, most popular, let me say that, because it's been in more movies than anything we've ever drank before.
No, we did Blanton's.
Yeah, but it's only in John Wick.
No, it's not only in John.
Bro, I looked it up and it wasn't in that many movies. This one, I got a list of them. I ain't never had to read a list like that for alcohol.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You're crazy.
Hey.
Listen to this.
Next.
You're incredible. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm serious. You think I could have done that without you standing next to me being strong? Are you feeling this? Are you feeling the curse I'm feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm cold.
You cold?
Yeah.
Let's get to Virginia, man. Just keep your head down. Turn around. He's all right. We didn't talk. Whoa, whoa! Get back here. So I told you about my brother, yeah? Something happened. I don't know exactly what. He's been arrested. He's being held at Rikers Island.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Just gotta get him out of there before something bad happens. He could get killed in there.
You need another 10 grand. You get another 10 grand, your brother will get out.
I think something very important is happening and it's deeply connected to my purpose.
I ain't gonna get there. It's a nice dream.
All right, we are reviewing Good Time. And as of March 2026, you can only buy it on physical or digital. It was just on HBO Max.
Yeah, just literally
and
missed
we watched it one time and it's gone.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's directed by Josh and Benny Safdie. They have both directed Daddy Longlegs, Lenny Cook, and Heaven Knows What. Oh, and Uncut Gems. Benny directed Smashing Machine, and Josh directed Marty Supreme.
Never seen any of his movies.
This movie is starring Robert Pattinson,
Boo.
Benny Safdie, Buddy Duras, Talia Lennis Webster, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Barkhad Abdi.
Did you guys never seen Uncut Gems?
Barkhad Abdi.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie.
Uncut Gems is a good movie. It's like so stressful.
I thought, because Adam Sandler, so I was like, oh, it's gonna be a comedy, and at the end I was like,
You're like, just kill him. Like, just make it stop. Like, yeah, crazy.
It came out on August 11th, 2017. Other movies that came out in August of 2017 were The Dark Tower,
hey,
Kidnap, Annabelle Creations,
hey,
The Nut Job 2,
hey,
The Hitman's Bodyguard,
hey,
Logan Lucky,
yeah.
Leap, and Wind River. It made $4.1 million on a $2 million budget.
This movie made millions of dollars.
And won a bunch of awards. Like 6 awards and got like a huge ovation at the Cannes Film Festival.
The
Crazy.
plot of this bad boy is after a botched bank robbery lands his younger brother Nick in Rikers Island, Connie Nikas, Robert Pattinson, embarks on a frantic, twisted odyssey through the New York City underworld to get him out. The story follows a single adrenaline-soaked night as Connie tries to hustle enough cash for Nick's bail. His journey becomes a series of increasingly desperate and dangerous choices involving a botched hospital breakout, manipulation of strangers, a search for liquid gold. As the night progresses, Connie's hyperkinetic attempts to fix the situation only cause it to spiral further out of control, leading to a neon-lit climax that tests the limits of his loyalty and survival instincts. And we start out with Nick in therapy session. That seems to be going well.
Will say that I've never seen this movie before, so I've only seen it twice since I rewatch it twice for the podcast. But each time I'm just like, this looks like a low budget film. Like it just looks.
That's
bad.
something that the directors talk about. Is they said they knew they had a $20 million budget, but they wanted to shoot it like they had $40 in their pocket.
Yeah,
Most of the
looks like it.
scenes are like. Only the main actors know what's going on. Everything's improv. They didn't tell anybody in the mall or the subway that they were filming, and so people tried to stop the cops when they're chasing them in the robbery scene. Like people were trying to trip them, and those were real police officers. They were trying to stop them to save the actors. Like let them get away with it. Yeah,
Dang.
pretty crazy.
Nice.
These guys are kind of nuts for how they shoot stuff. But.
Well, the therapist seems to be making a breakthrough with Nick, and that's when his brother comes in and we meet Connie. He disrupts everything and kind of encouraged him to be disruptive himself. And he says that it's just him and Nick. He's going to take care of him. and they leave.
That's what you think you.
Okay, there are so many things that. One, the therapist. I mean, I've been to therapy, like I've done it several times and with different types of therapists. But this guy, he just doesn't seem confident in himself. And of course, how he's talking to Nick, he's trying to see what he's going to like respond to and things like that. But I don't know. He just doesn't seem very confident. Then Nick's crying, but you don't know why he's crying. And then
because he made a breakthrough with his
Grandma.
like his grandma, he threw a plate or something to try to his grandma.
His grandma.
And he feels bad about it, but he don't know how to express it. And so
okay.
now he's crying
That was
about
crazy
it.
how he got there. Though. It was like always like a knife and a pan. He's like,
Yeah.
they both can hurt.
They could hurt you.
yeah.
Oh yeah, how could they hurt, bud? How'd you get hurt by a pan? Did you touch
He was
it?
thinking, did you touch it? And he was like, no, I flung it at my fucking grandma.
grandma.
She
Flung it at the wall.
She's telling me my brother sucks. Like,
Well, at one point Nick did say that the grandma didn't want him to eat. So I'm like, okay, is the grandma bad and all this stuff? And then also the Connie thing, just barging in. Like, as a therapist, like you would have a receptionist or the door locked or something along those lines to not have it barged in.
Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody stopping a crackhead. We learned that in Friday After the Next. If a crackhead want to get into something, they get into it. All right.
But Connie's not a crackhead.
He probably might as well be. Look at him.
I mean, he is.
I definitely, I think it's kind of weird that they chose to make him not on drugs. Like, you know, at the part where they try to give him, the chick's like, you want to smoke this weed? He's like, I'm immune to it. Like,
Yeah.
And like he talks down to the drunk guy later on, like he's better than him because he doesn't do drugs. I thought that was a really weird choice for like a supposed like, but he's like a narcissist, like con artist kind of dude. So
I can already tell that Connie is not a good person
Yeah,
because he's barging into the therapy session and saying
He
it's
wants to protect his
negative.
brother.
I actually read that Robert Pattinson had a huge issue with the line they make him say when they're leaving, where they pass the super like special needs guy. He's like, "Is this what you think you are?" Like he didn't want to say that because he thought that that guy's really special needs.
He was out
and
there
he said it right in his face.
His
you know?
mouth was wide open. He's like,
Yeah, and Robert Pattinson was like, "I can't say that," and he was like, "Well, you're not. You're an actor, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not really this guy." Like,
you pay me millions of dollars, I'll say whatever you want.
no shit. But he like lived in a shitty apartment and like made like with trash and stuff. Like he's a weird dude. Robert Pattinson's a weird fucking guy.
Well, the next scene with we're in the city with these two ugly guys in the bank, and they pass this teller a note.
Oh, I have what the note says. Do not say anything. Do not trigger any alarm. This is a robbery. I want $65,000 put into this bag without any problems. Make sure the money, and then it like cuts off where I can't see it and says blow up on my, and it cuts off again. But also, like, if I'm about to rob a place, I would know that you can't just get $65,000 out of a till from the cash register thing.
Well, she says that she don't got that much money, and then he writes a note back that says, get my shit.
Yeah.
Run that shit.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm armed. I will hurt somebody.
Yeah, go get them.
Go get the money or something.
So,
like
But
that.
that's so stupid. Like, if you allow her to leave your site, like, she could tell somebody, she can do an alarm, she can do those die packs, like, anything can happen. Just accept
hey,
what the money is there.
them tellers are petty too, because she wouldn't even think about, like, a normal person, not this actress or character, a normal person would go in the back, hit the silent alarm, lock the doors while there's pedestrians out. They wouldn't give a damn. And then she would barricade herself in there so that she's safe, and then get the police over there. And it'd be a hostage situation.
She's
People would
already
die.
safe.
She ain't safe.
She's safe behind that glass. That glass is bulletproof, bro.
I thought it was just like a plexiglass
Yeah,
thing.
he can open it, but he can't open up her side. So if he shoots, he can't like put it under there or nothing like that. Those things
Well,
are small.
and one
bro.
guy's special needs, and the other guy's clearly
Hey.
like not all there.
Speaking
Like,
of that, he could smash that glass. Nick,
just
out of
because
smashed
of
the
your
glass.
experience,
Oh, my goodness.
where that guy almost drowned you at camp or whatever, doesn't mean he can shatter glass. Like,
What was that joke? He was like, let me tell you something. Some people are strong. It's like, but R-worded people, they're real strong. But if you run into he's like, but chimps, they're also strong. So if you run into an R-worded chimp,
Oh, no, you fucking
or something like that. What was it?
Yeah, is a chimp has a strength of 10 men, and you know, retarded person has a strength of 10 men. So if you ever see a retarded chimp, you better get the fuck out of there.
Oh, fucked up.
It's true though.
You're canceled.
They're very strong.
Yeah.
So she goes back there, gets the money, and you know he's asking his brother, you know, how's he feeling? He's like, yeah, can't breathe. like his man, take it off. And he's like, no, just calm down. Just calm down. We're almost done. She comes out with the money. They take it. They leave. Everything's going smoothly. They find their ride.
Well, Nick started to, because Connie was telling Nick, walk slow, don't bring attention to yourself. But then when he gets close to the door, like Nick's like tries to start running and like Connie stops him. I mean, I give Connie props for wanting to include his brother into a whole bunch of stuff, but like, come on, you know damn well he's claustrophobic.
Right.
Like, there is things like you are setting him up to fail. Like, you're already potentially going to get caught. So, like, why would you bring your brother into that? Like, that's fucked up.
I didn't entirely, every time I've seen this movie, I've not entirely understood why he brought him on the robbery. He doesn't really, like...
He doesn't do anything.
And they don't get that much money. It's not like he needed somebody to carry something. Yeah, like... He just kind of like, it's like a huge liability. And like you said, maybe he's just trying to include his brother, whatever, but like maybe not in robbery. Like,
because once they get to the alleyway where they start changing the clothes, he's like, you did so good. You did so good. The only reason why I was able to get through it is because of your strength and like things like that. So he was like amping him up, but like, Connie is a piece of shit.
Yeah, he sucks. That's what I told Chelsea before we started watching. I was like, Robert Pattinson's just a piece of shit. This is the whole movie. Like, you're like, oh, he sucks. Oh, he sucks. Like, it just gets worse and worse. He was on a run. There's like 3 movies around this time where he's just a total piece of shit in every movie.
Well, they
might be in real life.
They leave and they call their ride, and he finally shows up. They get in. Everything's going smooth, dude. They're about to get out of there. And he asks Nick, hey, you wanna hold it? Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
If it's cool, I'll hold it. Yeah. So he holds it, and you start hearing this little beeping. The driver's like, what's that?
Oh, no.
Well, did you hear Connie say, like, what the fuck did you do?
Yeah, he blamed him.
Yeah, Connie's literally watching Nick. Nick doesn't move once. The bag is just literally in his lap, and then, of course, it starts going off, and Connie's like, what the fuck did you do? And it's just like, you seen him. He didn't do anything. Like,
the
fucking pissed me
Safdie
off.
brother that plays Nick, did he get an award for this? He should have got an award.
I think he did,
Yeah, because he, like, his reaction.
If you've ever seen him in another movie, he is like nothing like this character. Like, he is very...
acting in this is phenomenal.
Yeah, I think he did a great job.
That bomb goes off, he does the exact reaction that you would expect someone of this, like, condition to act.
Right.
He just, like, squinches eyes and goes,
I was like, the first time I watched it, I missed the opening credits. I didn't realize it was one of the Safdie brothers playing, as I'd never seen them. And at the end, when it said the name, I was like, that retarding guy directed this, you know? Like, I was like, oh man, like, but yeah, he did a great job, I think.
So yeah, this was it like an ink bomb or something goes off, a smoke
like
bomb?
Dye pack or whatever you call it.
So unrealistic. It's in the facts, but like,
yeah,
this
they
was
actually
not
used something other than what you would use in a bank because it didn't look right.
Yeah, this was like a smoke bomb.
Yeah, they wanted it to look a certain way, so they used the fake thing.
It filled the car, dyed the money, dyed them, and then the driver crashes.
Yep.
And
which that screws over the driver, because I don't know if he knows that like they robbed a bank, but like they're supposed to be the driver or whatever.
And they just leave him.
Yeah, just leaves him. He crashed.
He's got complete deniability. You know, he could be just an Uber driver, just a taxi, or just whatever. And he'd be like, I don't know what the hell happened.
These guys just got in and threw me.
Yeah, he got
and
complete
blew me up with
deniability.
that.
And so they have to get out of there. They end up going to this store to get cleaned off.
I'm confused on the choice of what Connie did, because he passed so many public places that he could have just gone into the store, and like he specifically chose this place that you have to buy food first before you even get to the bathroom.
Right.
So I'm like, you passed so many places. Why in the world would you choose this one?
Well, New York.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I imagine a lot of places where you got to buy something or you don't use the restroom type.
No,
shit.
a lot of places in New York they don't even have.
I was going to say don't have a public restroom at all.
So many people
and they'll
are
beat your
visiting,
ass.
and they're like, no.
That reminds me of Gatlinburg.
They're going in there doing drugs or something.
Because Gatlinburg don't have any bathrooms.
Yeah, it's like
you
that.
got to walk halfway down the strip.
Now picture freaking
Nashville's
miles
that
and
way.
miles and miles and miles of places like this.
I didn't even think about that.
I mean, Nashville's that way. If you go in somewhere, it's very rare they got a public restroom, like stores like that. So.
They'll let me in.
And honestly, I feel like I didn't really look close enough, but it almost looks like they went in an employee bathroom. But he said you need to buy something, so surely it's your customers.
Yeah, and they were yelling at him, banging on the door and shit.
Yeah, because he kept the owner,
bucket of paint
the
fell and hit my
person.
brother on the head.
Yeah, he was saying that he was going to call the cops on them if they didn't get out.
Well, yeah, he was kept on pestering him. I think I would have gave him an ass whipping though when I got out. But anyways,
You're just so violent today.
but he was just like, just banging on the door. Like, come on, bro. You got customers in the store. What are you doing? Why are you worried about these guys in the restroom?
Well, also, if
Some
they're
red guys come in.
Yeah, a couple of red guys. just
well,
come
if
on
they
out.
were that concerned about it, they would already have like a key. Like, you
Right.
know, some gas stations, you go in, you have to get the key first to
Or-
even to get it.
A number lock on it or
Yeah, right.
something like yeah.
I will say that I feel like the
What was it
only smart thing that Connie does in this whole entire movie is be prepared with the amount of like mask and change of clothes
Yeah.
that he's had. This is the second time that they changed out.
Yeah. Yeah,
will say
Joseph's
that's
like he
mine.
knew the dye pack was going to happen because they had another change of clothes. I was like, I don't know if that's what that was for or not, but,
Yeah. I mean-
but she was just
But prepared,
She was
though.
just mad at him in general.
guy could have, Nick could be like a poop his pants type guy, and
Potentially.
Connie has a bunch of changed clothes for him.
Yeah,
That's true.
these
That's
things
true.
happen.
Well, they end up walking out of the convenience store with their new change of clothes, and they are racially profiled.
They were just walking down the sidewalk. They got
Unless
hoods
it's
on.
summer. Is it summertime? And they're like, is the hoods conspicuous? Like what?
I don't know.
They were
signals
just
them?
looking for two guys, you
Yeah,
know, and they
okay.
saw two guys with hoods up.
And then
And he does
yeah,
have a little bit of red on him.
Connie's like, whatever you do, just let me do the talking. And as soon as he
Just
says, "Hey
takes
guys,
off.
just run," he just
Yeah.
sprints. Nick just gets the fuck out of there.
I mean, he's panicking.
He takes off, and there's this crazy chase that you guys were referencing earlier. They're going through malls, they're in alleyways, they're running down the street.
Well, this was what pissed me off about Connie. Like, I'm assuming he forced his brother, or not forced, but like, his brother's not all the way there. You know damn well he's not thinking about consequences or what he's supposed to do and not do and things like that. So the fact that, like, Connie's not paying attention to Nick that well. Like, Connie's running in front, and he got away. So, like, that pisses me off because, like, you brought your brother in on this, but you're also not paying attention and making sure he gets out.
Right.
Well, another thing is that the cops were so far behind, and they ran through like a convenience store, a Walmart or something. I mean, like on Walgreens or some kind of little store. They could have ran through any aisle and just stay still and just started looking at items. And the cops would have just ran on past. Like, they're not looking at every aisle. They're chasing somebody. But Connie ends up going through this automatic door, and he's a little bit ahead of Nick. Nick comes barreling, fucking juggernauting through and just blasts through this glass.
Straight through the glass, yeah.
And falls. And
Knocks himself out.
Yeah, he does not get back up. We then see Nick being processed and put in jail with the general population.
I thought this was crazy because I literally stopped the movie and was like, dude, they still have credits. Like, for the opening of the movie. What time are we? It's 25 minutes, 25 minutes in, bro. Robert Pattinson. God, what is going on?
I didn't even notice that.
Let you know who's up in here, bro.
Yeah.
This is the part where I also did have to pause because I was like, in this jail cell, there is like 40 to 50 people in the jail cell. I was like, there's no way that it's the normal capacity.
Whoa.
I didn't specify. I didn't specify.
God, man.
I didn't specify New York, so it may be different. But when I did a general statement, it did say only like 15 to 20 people per like jail cell, depending on like the dimensions. But I didn't put that this is fucking New York and there's a shit ton of many people. So that might not be valid.
Well, and
So
I
has-
think that was intake too. So.
I know you haven't. Definitely know you haven't. Have you been in jail?
Yeah, and, well, not for a long stay. I went to the tank for a minute, but and then I got to go to what I call white people jail. But but yeah, when you're in the intake, I probably had it's probably 20 or 25 guys in the tank.
Yeah, that's what I had. Whenever I got mine, that's how many people was in there too.
Yeah, but I mean that was like right here.
But nobody like
town, so.
mess with anybody like this.
No, a bunch of
high
dumb
energy,
dudes.
bro.
No, it was crazy, dude. There's a guy, but hey, I'm about to flush this Xanax. Do you want it? I'm in jail. I don't want drugs now. They'll get me again. Like, they're watching. There's cameras, and they're like, I'm about to flush these drugs.
He was
Do you want
undercover.
them? No. Like, I mean, like,
I had my tooth pulled like 2
In
months
jail?
before that. No.
bro, nobody offered me dentistry.
Oh yeah, they got dentistry. Yeah, they
Crazy,
up in there.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
My tooth pulled like 5 minutes in.
No, but a couple of months before I went in, I got my tooth pulled. You know, they give you medicine, and so I was like, I don't want to have to deal with people or anything. So I think I got like 4 pills before I went in, popped them, And then I was asleep the whole time. I had to serve, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
That's the way to do it.
He woke up with his butt hurting, but
Didn't
They'll
feel
do
a
that in
thing.
jail.
Didn't feel a thing till I woke up.
That's prison, bro.
Yeah, jail's
dang it.
not like that. I don't think so.
well,
I thought, since Nick is considered mentally, what's the correct term?
Unstable or
Mentally
handicapped?
handicapped,
Yeah, or
challenged,
challenged
any
or
of those verbs.
superior.
So,
Oh,
don't they have a specific location for, like, you wouldn't just add him into the normal,
No.
like, I don't want to say normal population, but like,
why don't you ask Texas? Don't they
I think-
put a whole lot of them motherfuckers up in there?
I think after
put a lot of them
intake,
down.
that's when that would happen. So that's what I think. That's like the holding cell. I think that's when they would identify that and then take him somewhere
to-
else. I
okay,
think,
okay.
but I mean, shit, I don't know. I mean, jail's fucked up. So.
that is true.
We could ask Whiskey, but we get some fucking bullshit answer.
Yeah, that's true.
The people like that in my jail or something. So and we'd be like, 30 minutes later, we'd be like, okay, sorry, dude.
I'll just Google.
Yeah, I'll just fucking go on my own on this. Like.
Oh, dang it.
But yeah, I think this is more like a holding. But see, right here, it kind of looks like he's actually in Gen Pop. So I don't know. I don't know about those weird name tags. I don't know what that's about. So
Well, he's not about to have a good time because he's yelling on the phone to his grandma.
he's not about to have a good
And
time.
and I guess it's it's TV time, and he goes and just changes the channel while everybody watching it. He want to watch what he want to watch, which
He's
starts a
not-
fight, which is weird because this black dude comes up like, you can't do that, and he's like, I do what I want to watch what I want to fight, and he slaps the shit out of him. I guess that's okay because after that, this little white dude just starts talking shit, and Nick's like, nah, I don't like that. So Nick tackles him and starts trying to attack him. Why didn't he attack the guy that slapped him?
Maybe because that guy is black and the other guy is white.
Yeah, I don't matter about that.
Well, the black guy slapped him, and then the other dude like stole something off his shirt, and he was just like, I'm tired of shit. Like he got real
He
mad.
started doing fucking gladiator. Are you not entertained?
Yeah, he was like taunting him too, and he was like, I'll show you, and just started beating the shit out of that guy.
Yeah,
and then
but
he had a bad
But
time.
then the other guy,
Maybe it was like the
Yeah.
whole like weight of it because like the big dude was hefty. The little guy
Was scrawny.
scrawny.
So he thought he
he's
could
like,
take
I
him?
can whoop this guy.
Hefty.
And
He did brutalize that little gladiator fella.
he did that. What's his name? God dang it, Bobby Boucher thing.
He gave him the re and put him out, man. That's nuts.
Well, they end up beating him in like they beat him into a gang or something. They beat the hell out of him.
Beat him into the hospital.
Beat him into a coma or something. Yeah, once he gets beat up, we switch over to Connie going to a friend's house.
it's fucking weird. Well, wait, did he already hit the Bell's bondsman at this point? I think
No, not yet.
No.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But
no. Yes, he did because he
Oh, he
he went to
deposited
it
the money.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up researching Bell's bondsman and just straight up anybody cannot accept any money that has die on it. So there was 16 grand that Bell's bondsman was like, I can accept this.
And he's one in
But-
real life.
Okay.
That's the crazy-
But-
Hold on.
That's too damn bad!
He was Jewish.
It don't matter. He can't do
Good
nothing
God.
with that money.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if he was.
He had
He had the little handicap. He had the
I don't know, man.
He did. He had
He
the
did.
yarmulke
The
on his
Bell's
head.
bondsman.
I don't know. It could have just been a regular hat. Huh?
No.
I don't
That
know.
was not no regular hat.
Listen.
At this point in time, I don't think we should be talking about that.
But my point is, he
saying, he'll
couldn't
accept.
take.
Money.
He couldn't as an official person. You cannot take that money at all.
Well,
He picked and choose
Well.
the money that had less die on it. He could not, in the real world, he could not take any money with any die on it.
In real life, this guy is a bail bondsman, and he does not identify as Jewish. Just saying.
what about his character? Why is he wearing that little hat?
I don't know. They hired him because he's a bail bondsman, but you know the Safdie brothers are
And he
Jewish.
just acted well?
What do you mean?
Like-
they had a real actor that was going to play him, but they picked this guy. His wife is the
He's
lady
the
that he
real
like checks
bail
with. That's his real wife that does the shit with him in real life.
Oh, damn.
There's a ton of people they street casted in this. Like the only real actors are the rich girlfriend, him, the security guard, the guy that falls out of the car. He's a con. Like he's actual like. he's a
Yeah,
criminal, but he's an actor before he was a criminal. So, but yeah, they casted a bunch of people just like right
And
on
I
the
can't
spot
get
kinda
no
deal.
damn movie.
Now you just got to know the Safdie brothers.
I
too.
guess so.
Yeah. Apparently, you just got to like look at a picture of theirs and send them an email, and you get in their movie. So
I'm going to do that.
let's try it.
I will.
Okay, so now we're back at
The Jewish bail bondsman.
No, we're back at the apartment.
We're at the friend's house, and we see that Connie is good with animals. He goes and curls up with a dog on a bed.
Oh wait, first when
you-
you
yeah.
fucking walked in, the
Yeah.
mom is like, "You can't be in here," and she's like, "Mom, that's rude. Yeah, we just had dinner. Come on in." And she's like,
Yeah.
"No, you can't be in here." Yeah.
You're not welcome here. And he's like, well, okay, well, I'll just leave. Like, it's okay. Like, I'll go down and wait in the lobby. She has a hissy fits, but then he's able to get into the room. But this is awkward as like the mama is straight up saying like, no, this is not the place that Connie needs to be. He needs to leave. And just, if I was Connie, I would have just left. If I was the girl and I'm living at my mama's house, I wouldn't have pushed it because that's the mama's house.
This I've seen this relationship in real life a lot though, where like a piece of shit dude is manipulating a woman for,
Oh, yeah.
for bills or
Oh,
gifts or whatever. Like it'll be like a, no offense, sometimes a heavier lady and a skinnier dude, and you're like, what's the motivation here? And then she's like, those are those $500 jeans I bought you, and you're like, okay, I think I see what's happening here. But like, I think you get the vibe that she had maybe like a problem drinking drugs or something, and the mom is like trying to keep her away from him and people
Bad
like him.
influence.
Yeah, and she's like, because at one point she's like, she told the doorman not to let me leave and stuff. Like, clearly this is an ongoing like abusive deal. And
Well, that was what my question is. Like, something's going on with Lorraine.
Yeah.
Where I was like, is it drugs? Is it alcohol? Or is she also have a mental disability
Something,
that she's not picking up what he's putting down?
she's definitely desperate for whatever
Yes.
he's offering her because, geez, like,
That good. Yeah.
and-
well, that's why I couldn't
Sober
pick up.
Chavez.
I'm sorry.
Wasn't Walter? He didn't want to.
I don't roll on Shabbos.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Sober Chavez. He had to get this money in before Sober Chavez.
Is that what he said?
No, but that's the relation between this and the Big Lebowski. This movie is the same as the Big Lebowski.
So you're just
It's
making
not
this up
funny.
so you can say Jewish again?
No, I'm just saying. I'm seeing the relation now.
The camera keeps not showing his head, which is really funny. It's like just the part I need to see, which is so funny. It's like they can hear us.
Well,
Like,
he talks to her about needing a little extra cash.
just a couple thousand.
Couple thousand,
Couple
yeah.
ten-
Yeah, to get his brother out of jail, just a couple thousand, and she's like, okay. So they go to the broker or bondsman dude, and he says, yeah, 10,000, and
So close.
he can get out. And she's like, 10,000? You didn't
Whoa.
say that.
Hold on. Before we even get to there,
It's just a loan.
she and Connie and Lorene were in the cab on the way to the Bell's bondsman. And he's like talking to her, and she's on her phone just like, oh, we're going to go to Costa Rica. We're going to go to this. We're going to go to Florida. We're going to do that. So does she know that he stole a whole bunch of money from the bank, or
I
is
don't
he
think
just
so.
told her like, hey, I'm
Yeah, I
going
don't
to
think she
take you
knows.
somewhere?
She lies and he lies and says that he attacked like a counselor too. He doesn't
Right,
say
right,
what's,
right.
but like I don't know. I get the vibe that she's got an active drug or alcohol problem because she said the flight's too long. And the only thing I could think of was she can't go that long without whatever
Okay.
she's addicted to.
Okay.
That's the only thing I could think of. She was like, "Oh, I want to go here. Oh, but it's an 8-hour flight. That's too long." And I was like,
Okay.
I don't know. Something's wrong with her. We know that much.
Okay. So back at
Still not
the
showing his head.
back at the Bell's Bondman, she's trying to put it on the credit cards, her mama's credit cards, and they're not working.
Yeah, she haven't turned off, so she freaks out.
She does.
She starts freaking out over the phone with her mom.
He's like, "Take that
and the
outside."
bondsman
I feel like it's one of those
You
spoiled,
can kind of see it.
like princess,
Yeah.
like meltdowns.
I noticed it kept like in reviews and stuff I read, they kept saying rich girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would put quotes around rich. Like either she's using someone else's money and they're rich, or I don't know, but it like they kept saying rich girlfriend, and I was like, well, they never said that, but I guess borrowing $10,000 implies you've got quite a bit of money.
Yeah, but that shit's on a credit card. That's not
Yeah,
a debit
that-
card.
yeah, that
that's
ain't
not.
money. That's credit,
not
yeah.
right.
There's a guy we work with that says, I got everything paid for and it's all on fucking lines of credit. And you're like, not really.
Right,
though,
no.
dude. Like,
But the Bell's bondman, he ended up being like, we only got 20 minutes until the judges go to dinner. And Connie's like being so assertive and like forceful, like call him, like it's not that big of a deal, like we can get it done. He obviously has no idea how long any of this takes.
Yeah, he doesn't have any clue what's going on.
And then the bail bondsman's just like, okay, like I'll call him, and that's when he finds out that Nick's actually in the hospital. But
he says, get the 10 grand, we'll get your brother out.
And he won't give him the cash back.
Yeah, he will not.
No.
He's like, no, it's in my safe. It ain't coming out.
Is that,
But like, what if you couldn't get the 10 grand? Is he
Gotta
just
get
going
the
to
10
keep
grand.
it?
That's my money.
That's weird.
Is that how bail bondsmen work? Is that how that works? Like they keep the money? Like
No.
Some do.
Okay.
Some do. Which ones, Brandon?
The ones that wear little hats.
Oh, okay. Who's that exactly?
Bro, I don't think we can put this on YouTube.
Get delisted in a heartbeat.
I'm just
Because
telling you.
old whiskey over here across the
I'm
table.
just
You
telling
sound
you.
just like
What?
a
YouTube.
whiskey right now.
For the sake of YouTube, he is
I see,
half
bro.
he is half Jewish, half black.
Yes, that's very.
He's
very
half
important
Jewish,
to
half
understand.
Christian. Okay, so he can say this type of stuff.
that's
YouTube.
self-hating
That
kinda
is why
guy,
we
yeah.
never record on Sober Shabbos.
Yeah, shit, he doesn't want to roll.
But the thing that I didn't get is that the jail specifically said Nick got transported to the Elmhurst, and that's when Connie's like the hospital. But then the next information is just like, oh, well, that's privileged information. We can't give you any. You literally just said which hospital
Yeah, I think
he
that would
is
have been
at.
privileged
That's
information.
like you can't say that information. So
Unless
like
he
that's
assumed
messed
it,
up.
that's pretty much, yeah, you're right. That's
No,
like,
they
wouldn't tell you that part at all.
No, so I was like, this is
Let me say this.
Not
This
realistic.
motherfucker's coat and jacket game is on point. He got one for every scene in
He
this
really
movie.
does, yeah.
So Connie does decide to go to that hospital and figure out what floor his brother's on by talking to just a nurse, and he ends up finding that exact
This is
floor.
realistic because when I was in the hospital with my mom for months, you can walk anywhere in a fucking hospital if you just don't look at anybody. You just keep walking. Because I walked on the wrong floor so many times, and I'd look around and be like, "Oh my god, I shouldn't be here." You know? Like I went through one of the doors that's like auto lock because I just was walking and like looking at my phone. I went through it and it shut, and I was like, "Fuck, shit, I couldn't get out of it." I was in like the radiology shit, and I was like, "I gotta get out of here, shit, fuck." Like, yeah, but I mean, like if you look like you know what you're doing, they don't. I mean, the baby part you can't go in. They
right.
I had to, like, I went to the door, like I just went out. I was like just like getting food delivery outside the door, and I came back and they're like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "I'm here with my wife and baby," and they're like, and I was like, "Here's my bracelet." Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Like,
I was like, I just said bye to you, dude.
yeah, it was literally the same girl. I was like, "Hey, I just gotta get some food. I'll be right back." "What are you doing out there?" And I was like, I had to like rustle my sleeve down and be like, "Look," and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Come on in."
But I will say,
I was glad they did that. But
well, I mean, yeah, 100%.
I didn't want them to steal my baby, but
I will say for Robert Pattinson's character, he looks suspicious as fuck. Like
Yeah.
he's not like looking at the phone. He's like, he just looks suspicious.
I mean, but shit, you go to the emergency room at Vanderbilt and you see some Robert Pattinsons down there for sure.
While he's looking for his brother, he
That
ends up
was
finding a
shit.
guard on shift, talks to him for a little bit, and he ends up sneaking into a different.
well, he's not even talking to him. He's not even talking to him. He's just like walk past him. He's like, I've been here with my dad. He's dying, but something weird happened to me. The TV or the lights were flickering on and off. Like
Yeah,
I'm
every
just
time I
like
sit down,
on
the
edge,
TV's
and I'm
checked
just
up.
like, that's what you're gonna fucking talk to a cop trying to get more information. Which before we even
I
get to
don't
the
think he was
cop,
trying to get information. I think he was just trying to gauge how the cop.
He did take a look
Acts
in the
with
room
other
while he was
people.
saying
Right.
that, but like,
Yeah.
but
it's the wrong
weird.
fucking guy,
Weird.
too.
But the thing is, though, when he was walking down the hallway, you can see folders of the patient's names on the outside of the hospital, which that's like, you can't do that. That's HIPAA. Like, that's not
Yeah,
okay.
I wouldn't think that would be in that
But-
location.
If he, this is the part where I don't get, because we haven't gotten to the part where he, like, what happened, but he didn't check the folder before he even walked into the room. He just made the assumption that that was his brother, but they made a point beforehand to him picking out the names. So I'm like, why? That was kind of pointless in my opinion.
Yeah, I can't figure that out either, but it's weird that he gave that old
no,
lady
like-
some orange juice, then he just immediately drank it.
Yes.
And then she didn't like scream or anything. She was like, "Oh, there's
I
this
think
guy
that was
in here."
the trade-off. He snuck into a room, is what Goat
She
was
was
talking
Jewish,
about.
so
No, she was not.
He snuck into a room once he passed the guard, and there was an actual patient in there, and she was like, She sounded real parched. And so he ended up giving her some, like a little orange juice package that she had. And he drank some himself. I guess he was thirsty himself. He looked real good to her, so I guess he wanted to take a little bit of it. But the guards were changing guard, and while they were doing so, it left the room unguarded for a slight
They
moment.
were not changing the guard. He specifically said that he was going to go get food or drink or something, and that he was going to be right back.
He said coffee.
You're like so
then dude was
familiar with
like,
that orange juice situation.
dude was like, oh, I'm going to get coffee. You want anything? No.
Yeah.
It just looks so good.
Number one, who was he talking to? Number two,
Yeah,
The
dude, you
thingy.
just need a little C.
oh,
The
okay.
radio thingy.
So why didn't he say nothing? Hey, you want something from the vending machine? He could have said, yeah, coffee. Didn't he have to get up?
Yeah. Well, if you're supposed to be guarding somebody, you don't just leave this patient unguarded.
Too damn bad.
Well, cops are famously good at their
Listen.
jobs. So.
Oh, man.
The guard's gone. Well, once the guard changes guards or whatever they were doing, he's not there.
Right.
Connie's able to grab his brother, get him in a wheelchair, and get him all the way down to transport and get him onto the bus.
You completely disregarded the fact that
I
he
am
kicked the
trying
fuck
to get
out
through
of
this.
the. Well, this movie is so stupid and so many things. So many things happen that are just so unrealistic. One, he was kicking several times. Well, first of all, he didn't make sure this was his actual brother. Then he kicked the armchair where he was handcuffed to. This is the night shift. Like, this is loud as the nurses would have come. And then the monitors start beeping. Again, the nurses would have come, and he doesn't know how to take an IV out. Like, this is entirely so unrealistic and just
I don't think so.
Hold on, guys.
I don't think so.
Hold on. I think she's missing the most important part, which I feel like a guy recalled it, is that he was handcuffed to the damn like plastic thing, right? Mm-hmm. He kicks it, and then it comes off the plastic thing.
Boom.
Without it making a hole in the
To come
plastic.
off. Oh.
So it's like, for it to be realistic, the whole thing should have came off, put it in his lap, and then he put the thing on.
That is true.
Except he just has his handcuffs on. How the hell did he get out of there?
That is true.
Hey.
Maybe it broke. I don't really.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I
that
thought the
thing
same
is
thing.
this thick.
Yeah, I thought the same thing last night. I was like, man, it didn't look like it broke right there. But I mean, it breaks off the bed, but not where the handcuffs are, I don't think. But we'd have to really do a close up on that one. But
Also,
I think you're right.
With the alarm thing, them nurses do not come immediately.
Nah, dude. Even if you call them, you're like, my mom's dying. They're like,
Dude.
in a minute.
My stepdad was in the hospital not too long ago for like diabetic issues, heart issues. And dude, this alarm was going off the whole time I was there. And
Yeah.
I didn't think it was coming from his room because it was just static noise now. It was like,
You're like, okay.
and it would beep in his room and then it would beep at their desk. Dude, it wasn't but 30 minutes later, a nurse comes in there, deactivates it. And I was like, that was coming from here?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
What does that mean?
Coming in here?
Yeah, what was that alarm for, bro?
I've been
Like,
dying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that does not signify nothing.
Yeah,
But it
those
makes it all the way
nurses
down
don't
to the
care.
transport. He smooth talks his way in with his brother in the wheelchair, gets him in there, and they are off. And they end up getting dropped off, not exactly at the house, but he ends up meeting this couple on the bus where I guess he kind of knows them through just saying, hey, can I go in front of you, please?
One
Thank you."
time.
Right.
Like two, I think they say two things to each
Yeah,
other.
they were like, hope you feel better.
Yeah.
But the bus driver, he was kind of salty because he was like, because when
Only had three
everyone was
stops.
done, he was like, I only had 3 stops. Like, why are you on here? And I'm like, can you not fucking count how many people get on to the bus?
You would think that would be a clue, but
Right.
Well, he goes to her house saying he just needs to use her phone. And while he's in there, he convinces her and she just offers him a room.
Hell no.
She offers him a room.
Hell no. I would not even open the fucking door. Like, I would have been like, here's the phone. You can borrow the phone. So sorry that it's cold outside, but like, you ain't stepping foot in my fucking house.
nobody's ever done crime in a wheelchair. You got a guy in a wheelchair, you're not doing crime,
It's
right?
true. Come on.
Let that
have
guy
a
in,
heart,
give him your
koala.
wallet, let him hold your phone and your car key.
Have a heart.
Come on, leave it with your 16-year-old granddaughter. No big deal. No big deal. Let her make him chicken nuggets.
We ain't there yet.
Well, give him to share the room, and she says yeah until the mother can get back. Connie says that till his mom can get off work.
Well,
And
nothing also worked. Did you hit that? Did y'all get that? Like, The remote didn't work. The phone didn't work. The TV didn't work. The lights didn't work.
They poor. They're paying all these damn hospital bills.
How do you think New York is?
Yeah.
Oh, I
New
keep
York
forgetting it's
lives
fucking New
in
York.
squalor.
I keep forgetting it's New
Yeah,
York.
New York is just a hellish nightmare.
Well, they got a
Fuck you, New York.
My cousin lives there, and it fucking sucks.
they got a granddaughter there, and she
works on
needs
Broadway. It's okay.
to get a charger out of the room. And she goes into the room where Connie is and notices that he used their blonde dye in
That's
the
pretty
bathroom
normal, actually.
without asking.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
pretty
weird.
standard.
He just went through their stuff
I do that a lot.
and used it.
Because she was like,
I
well, I
rifled
hope
through everybody.
it's...
I rifled through those earlier. You guys didn't have shit. I couldn't dye my hair for nothing in there.
Because she was like, well, I hope it wasn't the box at the bottom of the thing. Because she said something along like, the grandma's going to be mad or something like that.
I think
like, who in the world just
I
going to...
don't think Grandma's going blonde.
I think those
Like-
unwrapped Tootsie Rolls in that bathroom are ruined. They're in that sand and shit. It's gross.
Oh, no,
It tastes terrible.
Well, Connie starts talking to her and figures out that she smokes, partakes in the devil's lettuce.
He's immune.
Yep, and Connie gets to know her a
douchebag.
little bit. They start watching TV, and they're watching old cop episodes where a lady ends up getting stabbed by herself.
Oh.
Yeah,
I've
she
seen
gets
that a long time ago.
tackled by the police, and she ends up stabbing herself.
She stabbed herself when that guy threw her on the ground with a knife.
Yeah.
That was her fault.
I remember that in 2017.
I gotta say it is her fault.
2016.
A little bit, but she's clearly not mentally sound.
I mean, she was like trying to stab the police, like, get back, get
you
back.
could have hit her with
And
a
then-
taser and she might not have
Nah,
stabbed
bro.
herself.
This
That
dude-
dude fucking blasted her
Just
off
like
her feet.
in our review of Over the Hedge, this cop was waiting for this day. He was sitting in the back on a 3-point stance.
Yes.
Goldberg, Goldberg, and he speared her, and then she ends up stabbing herself. And he's like, let me take it out of there. And they're like, no, leave it. And he's like, okay.
They literally are like, she's good. Like, they said that like 3 times. She's fine.
Yeah.
Just leave it in.
But then an emergency news report comes on, and this picture pops up with old Connie on there, and he decides, well, I need a distraction. So he starts making out with the girl who
Fucking
said that she
weird.
was
16 years old.
At least she's 19 in real life. I had to look it up.
I did have to look that up too, because I was like, oh god, like, this is like, he's a creeper. He's walking around the house acting like he owns the house. Like, he started cooking food, like
It's
going
like-
through the refrigerators to find food.
The whole movie, his stock's going down, but when this whole scene, you're like it's real, like it dives quick.
I mean, I
The
understand.
hair died to the kissing the 16-year-old. You're like, ugh. Like,
yeah, not only kissing, making out.
he takes her to the bedroom. The only reason
Yes,
he
he
stops
does.
is because the wrong guy wakes
He's
up.
about to go to Pound Town.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
And yeah, he is interrupted by some
He is
disturbances.
going to go to Pound Town.
He is interrupted by some disturbances upstairs. And he goes upstairs to discover that the guy he brought home is not Nick.
Yeah, while he's like pushing him down onto the bed, saying like, shut the fuck up, you're gonna get us kicked out of the house. And like,
Now, my first watch through with this, I was still thinking that this is Nick.
yes, exactly.
And he's
Really?
like just freaking out.
yeah.
And he's like, just calm down. I was like, why? Okay, his brother's freaking out. He's got a mental disability, whatever. He's freaking out. And then it's not till like a little bit later when he's like, get the fuck off me, man. Because he still sounded a little challenged.
Well, he had a whole bunch of shit wrapped around his mouth and stuff. So like,
And I was
didn't
like,
pick up on it either.
Are all New Yorkers a little bit challenged?
Man, you were
They do kinda have that
really
little-
going at it. At this
What?
fucking
I'm just saying.
time.
He didn't say, well, I'm not going to say it because then I'm the guy. But, he could have said worse.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that
I'm just saying, dude, you
That-
kind of blowing up. I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying at first.
You got any other slurs you want to say before we get out of this?
Remember YouTube. He is half Jewish, half black,
He can
half
say all
New
this.
Yorkian.
Yeah.
and half.
He's challenged, yeah.
He's from New York. He grew up there, actually. Now he lives here, and we can talk about these
I always
people.
thought Taz sounded kind of,
Right. Hey.
Hey, Cole, he always
See?
get a little bit, yeah.
Well, see, I'm just saying I didn't recognize it in the beginning.
Right. Chelsea immediately, I always thought that was crazy because I kind of did what you're saying. Like, I was like, why is he being so rough with his brother? Like, the first time I watched it, this is probably like watch number 3 or so for me, but Chelsea immediately was like, oh, it's the wrong guy. I was like, how the fuck do you know that? Like,
I had to turn it up. Like the first time, he was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was like, "Hold on, let me turn it up." He's like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was like, "Oh, that's not his brother."
oh, that's not, yeah,
Yeah.
Chelsea immediately nailed it. I was like, oh, shit. But she does,
She's half.
No. She can't say it.
He calms the guy down. He restrains him until he calms down. So he goes and tells the girl that that's not his brother. The hospital fucked up and they got to go back and find him. Well, as they're on their way back to the hospital, they take grandma's car.
I don't understand why this girl's even entertaining this bullshit.
Well, the red and blue lights are everywhere.
She's not putting anything together. She's like, they passed the hospital and she already knows that the hospital fucked up and gave him the wrong brother. But like, you pass the hospital and there's a shit ton of cops everywhere. Even if as a 16-year-old, you still have to be like, what the fuck is going on? These guys just left the hospital. He's saying he got the wrong brother, but there won't be that many cops. So
But
like, what's happening?
I got to play devil's advocate here.
Okay, let's do
If
it.
you were 16 and you were rebellious and you hated your grandma, you wouldn't care. You just want to go out with this guy because you think he's attractive and whatever he does,
Yeah, I had an ex that
let's
was
go
just-
through.
And then if there's a mentally challenged person on the loose, there'd be a lot of cops everywhere looking for him.
True. Yeah,
Shouldn't know that.
I had an ex that was definitely this stupid. She would have done that.
Well, we see the police interviewing the bus
For sure.
driver that dropped them off, and they're looking everywhere, under cars even, checking every car. They're going through the neighborhood. So the guy that we get introduced to that's not Nick, his name is Ray. He's in the back seat. He ends up calling somebody, and he's concerned about going back to the hospital. So Connie decides to drop him off at a White Castle, where Ray, in the back seat, tells this crazy story about how he was locked up, he got out, and he got real fucked up on alcohol and drugs with some friends and high off acid.
Well, he said that he couldn't remember what happened, but then he continued.
He said everything
Remembered
that happened.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Every
what?
detail. Man.
Yes, he remembers all kind of stuff. Okay.
So he's saying that they after
where he
they
was
did the
selling the
yeah,
acid.
yeah.
So Nick,
Which I don't think
Ray.
anybody sells
Ray.
acid like that, but hey, you know.
Ray went to the arcade and they're still doing drugs there. And then one of the guys who comes to buy from him shows up. He starts making a scene, trying to trade old radios and shit.
No, he robbed Radio Shack.
Oh, that's what it was.
Trying to sell
Yeah.
old
I thought it was
radio.
selling old radios, man.
no,
Like the
he-
Chappelle show.
You want these AM radios, bro?
You know people still steal radios.
no. So
You want
he,
this JV Kaboom box or something?
Lord,
Fucking.
no, he got high off of acid. Went and robbed Radio Shack. Dumbass came back
Yeah.
and was like, I just robbed Radio Shack
A
and
bag
showed
of
a
money.
bag of money. Yeah.
And the cops came out.
That's when Connie ears perk up in the store.
Yeah.
He's like, ooh, a bag of money, huh? But that's when the cops showed up to the arcade and they're all just taking off running. They run into this amusement park trying to hide the drugs and money, and he's the only one that gets away. He runs and jumps into a cab where they start going, and the cab driver starts asking him for money.
Yeah, because his dumbass, he made a comment that he didn't have money on him. And that's when the cab driver's like, I've already done this. I'm not going to do this. You need to pay me money or get the fuck out.
Cab driver's an African dude, too. He starts freaking out. He says, listen to me, my brother. You need to get out of my cab
He
or
can
I'm
say
going to
it.
call the police.
Yeah.
But instead, he mashes the fucking gas.
To take him to the police
Take him to the
station.
police.
Apparently, a very real life story.
Yes, so he decides he's going to take him to the police station. But Ray's like, no, I'm not going back, man. I'm not going back. And so he jumps out of the moving vehicle.
Good Lord.
And that's
Just
the
eat
last,
shit.
last thing he remembers. And he remembers waking up with Connie in that room.
So literally, he got not a broken jaw, but like his whole entire face got fucked up just because
We were
fell
driving
out of the
extremely
car.
slow one night, and my
landed-
cousin was like dancing in the open like back door of my car, and he just like fell off, like his foot came off into the road, like 10, 20 miles an hour tops. It fucked him up so bad. So if this guy was going 40, 50, and you can see the speedometer,
Yes.
it's higher than that. This dude, I'm surprised he lived. Because my cousin busted his, it looked like backyard wrestling, dude. He had fucking blood all over his face.
damn.
And I went to Walmart and tried to find liquid bandage for him. It was a shit show.
Well, he
dude.
probably just went limp. You know, he just went limp.
Well, he went limp because he fucking nearly got killed.
He was unconscious.
Yeah, got blasted. But
Well,
yeah,
Connie
dude.
decides we're going to go back to that theme park and look for that bottle of acid you got.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
pause on
No, he
that.
got money. He
And
got
whatever
money.
they find, they're going to split half.
So pause on that. So why would Ray have a police officer stationed outside of his hospital door if he's already out of jail? So is he like being charged for the robbery? Because I'm like, yes, he
It don't
was
make sense.
there. So I was like, I'm not understanding why he would need a police officer
Well, so if he-
outside.
if
I thought he was
fell
on
out-
parole when he jumped out of the
Yeah, he
car.
was.
Yeah, he was.
So he was going back after he got out of the hospital.
So let's say he got knocked out whenever he
You're
jumped
not
out
supposed to drink
the
or
cab.
anything.
The guy probably stopped and called the cops, and then he found him on the ground and was like, "Hey, he tried to steal a cab, so he jumped out, hurt himself."
If you're even
And then
like,
they try to lock him up.
if you're even on probation and they catch you at the liquor store, you can go do 11 months,
okay.
29 days pretty quick. Like you're not supposed to be near a bar, near a liquor store. You're not supposed to be anywhere where you can get in trouble.
Okay,
again.
okay.
Even on probation, he's on fucking parole, so
Right.
that's even worse. But
Okay.
so I think when he did this, like they stationed there because when he got better, they were just going to take him to jail. That's my
Gotcha.
guess. I
Okay.
don't know that because
I'm
I'm not
like, what
that
the
much of
fuck
a criminal.
charges?
But yeah, I've done a little crime, hadn't done that much crime. So
And he is going and looking for the money. At this point in time, he's not picking up about the acid and being able to sell the acid. He wants the bag of cash
that's
for
what
Connie.
I wanted. I wanted that bag of cash
Yeah.
so bad. I wanted him to find it so bad. Oh.
Bad. Well,
yeah.
Ray agrees to the
Back to
50%
Castle,
sharing, and the girl gets back into the car after going into White Castle and getting them something to eat, and he says that they're going to drop Ray off at home. So they proceed, and in this scene, you can tell that they have a headlight out, which is not good for their situation.
I didn't even pick that up.
Yeah, because they're already wanted. They want to avoid the police. They got a headlight out, probably expired tags. I don't know.
I would
Everything else.
guarantee that, and probably no license while you're at it.
Well, they take it to the guy's house, and Ray and
It's not the house.
It's not the house. They went to the amusement park. Connie did like
they give her a speech
Yeah,
about
yeah.
how he's deeply connected to her.
fucking weird.
And, they feel like he feels like she's on some kind of path with him, and he's going to go take a big shit in this house.
Weird.
He's just a total piece of shit.
Yeah,
He
and
just
then-
sucks so bad in this movie.
And then they'll go to the hospital, but they're actually going into Adventureland.
Fucking weird and gross.
As Ray and Connie are going into the Adventureland, the girl waits in the car. The rides and stuff were supposedly a security guard sees them and attacks them.
Well, they hide first, and I guess they didn't really hide very well. But like the security guard, you can tell he's kind of a little scrawny.
Yeah,
But then-
Chelsea's not having. She was like, "This guy's gonna get his ass beat
Yeah.
from the jump." She was like, "Quit talking shit to him." Like,
Well, it's not even that because he's just like, I'm gonna call the cops, and like he was just not very acting security guardy. But is this I took it that this was a like worn down amusement park.
that's what I thought initially, but once the lights came on, I was like, "I guess it's active." I thought it was like
Right.
abandoned when he told the story. Like,
Yeah, because that's why I took it on. Because I was like, why in the hell would there be a security guard at an abandoned place?
and then when he starts turning the lights on, I was kind of shocked that there was somebody there, but or that it was not abandoned or whatever.
Well, he sees him and he attacks him, and he gets Ray in zip ties and takes him to the security office and zip ties his ass up. Then
He's
he goes
trying
out.
to get out of it. He's like, I got fucked up. I got beat up. Like,
the
you can
victim
see, I'm the victim. Like, let me out.
Well, he ends up going up looking for Connie too, because there's two of them.
And a whole bunch of fucking cameras.
Connie tries to leave. He tries to jump over the fence, but that's when the security guard sees him and says, "Hey, buddy!" And
Not your buddy, guy.
Connie disappears behind a building. When the security guard goes around, Connie gives him that motherfucking Goldberg spear.
Yeah.
I was not expecting Connie to be able to beat somebody up.
He beat the shit out of that guy.
He really did. He did.
non-stop.
And that guy gave him what I would assume, if it could be, would be a lethal dose of acid to his mouth.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, it was brutal.
But Connie did beat the hell out of this dude. He was emaciated. The poor guy, he probably ain't had food in a while, But
had a really nice apartment to be amazing.
He was just scrawny. Like, he's not sickly or anything.
how did
He's
he get
just-
this job?
He's the captain now guy, right?
He is
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Somali.
He's
Yeah,
the captain
I am the
now.
captain now, or whatever.
Yeah.
I know
the
it's
whole
bad
movie- I
to
kept
talk
saying that to
about
Chelsea, she had never
Somali
seen
people
that.
right now, but he's like,
Yeah.
and I'm glad he got his ass whipped.
Damn.
I'm half Somali. Fuck that guy.
He said, I can say it. Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's a little worse than what I was saying.
No, I don't know. I think you're trying to take attention away from you because you fucking batting 1,000.
So once he's knocked out,
Sickening.
Connie goes and frees Ray, and they continue to look, and the police police show up? I guess because they see the lights.
No, because the security guard called the cops. Yeah, he
okay,
already
okay.
called
That,
them.
and they just keep fucking looking like
Yeah.
he didn't call the cops. After they beat his ass, they should have just fucking left. They know the cops are coming. He said it to them.
Can we also talk about where they're
Dumbasses.
looking at? Because did you notice that there was sex noises and boobs all out
Couldn't figure
where they
that
were
out. 'Cause I
at?
thought this was for kids,
Well,
the
it's-
amusement park.
Yeah.
And then there was like an orgasm and
Hold
some
on.
other stuff.
There is a famous ride in New York, and I don't know if this is the one, but it seems like it's the one.
You don't have to make this up.
It's
You don't have
called
to
the
do this.
Haunted Whorehouse. And you have to be 18 or older to
No,
go in.
he's lying.
But a lot of people get into the ride and they just pretty much make out through the whole thing. And it's mostly for like 16-year-olds. But yeah, look that up, research
That's
that.
too damn bad. I want to hit the button. You're lying.
Connie decides that since the cops are here, he's going to take the security guard's clothes, which is a good idea, and act as the security of the park.
Makes sense.
Well, Ray decides to pour like you said, a lethal amount of acid into the security guard's mouth so
Yeah,
that
bro.
he won't remember what happened.
You trip off of, it was like 3 drops.
Yeah, like
It was supposed to be 3 drops per tab.
I mean, like a drop will jack you up, but like a fucking faucet
It's
full
like
of
3
it. Like,
goggles.
I am
and
pretty
he like
sure.
just speaks gibberish. Chelsea was dying laughing at him, like he's like trying to talk. Like
I am pretty sure this was what Tom Segura ended up talking on his podcast, that he OD'd on acid because he.
No, it wasn't acid.
It wasn't acid.
It was GHB.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I thought I was putting that two together because he was like, he took way too much and he was supposed to take like a cap, like not even a capful, like it was supposed to be drops.
Yeah,
and he took
GHB
too
is the
much.
date rape drug.
I've never done any Georgia Homeboy.
So it's supposed to like make you relaxed and chill and probably fall
So that was
asleep.
when I was like, this motherfucker's gonna die because he got poured down.
I had a lot to drink and ate mushrooms one time and had a gibberish moment. Like my cousin said, every time he came out of his room, I was just like, "Wah!" like making noises at him, and he could not get me to calm down until the next morning. Huh?
Well, the police.
So it happens.
Police get there, they're inside, and Connie's little trick actually worked. The police end up picking up the security guard, waking him up, and arresting him. And like you said, all he could do is scream and speak gibberish. And they also find the girl who was prowling outside.
Because the security guard called the cops and said that there was 2 people going around. So they made an assumption that she was the second one.
And the police officers ask, hey, is this girl one of them? And Connie turns around with a security outfit and is like, nah, I ain't never seen her before. I don't know who that is.
They still arrest her.
They still throw her in the back of the car, and they're going to take her out of there.
Which this is the part where I'm like, every single person that Connie comes into like meeting up, he's fucking over their lives. Like his brother Nick, his grandma, his friend Crystal, which is the girl that just got arrested, Ray, and now then the security officer. Literally every single person, they're getting fucked up.
These people are out there though that just fucking leave a vacuum everywhere they go. Like,
The dude.
Oh, you're still trying to make.
I don't think he was a bad character. Huh?
He wasn't a bad character. He's a great character. Everybody that ran into him, though, had some downfalls. They had some shit that didn't go good with him. The mob boss, he ended up having to have the dude shipped out somewhere with a taxi driver.
Did you just watch this last night?
Taxi driver. We reviewed this movie. The taxi driver had a bad time because the dude had to end up taking him to.
He's just talking about
the cop
it a lot.
somewhere.
I feel like he just watched it last night.
It's
or something.
a comedy. This should have been a comedy. It should have been.
Well, the gibberish was funny.
It's the same thing, just unfortunate events happening to one person after. And the dude just took it better. And yeah.
Well, that's like your opinion, man.
I think the Safdie brothers, like, that's their thing. Their movies are just like a symphony of just train wrecks. You just, you're like, oh God. Like, you just keep going, this is happening. Like, Uncut Gems is like that. You're like, dude, stop gambling.
Well, while inside, Connie tries to call the hospital and figure out which room his brother's in, but he can't get the information.
But she already knew that. It's
However,
private
And he
information.
gets real mad all the time.
Yeah.
he does end up taking the hard drive to the camera system and destroying it. So
Except
that's
you
pretty
just
good.
called asking for your brother by name and got that record.
He ends up finding Ray, and he has the acid. So they take the security guard's car and leave. They go to the security guard's apartment.
The reason why they get to the security guard's apartment is because Connie put it together that he had to have seen through the security cameras where the bag of money was at. So they're like, the security guard has the money. It has to be at his house. So that was the reason why.
I thought he was just going there to chill.
No, that was the reason.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what they fucking said. So
I didn't hear none of
yeah,
that.
I totally missed that.
okay, well, it might be my imagination or something.
Yeah, it's your imagination, man.
That makes a lot of sense because I was just like, that's weird, but I mean, he does just abuse everything he gets his hands on.
I just thought it was a neutral spot to make the exchange for the acid.
That makes sense too, but I really just literally thought he was just like, let's just go to this fucking guy's house and beat the shit out of him. He's going to the hospital. He's not going to be there for a while. Like,
I thought it was for a place for them to relax. They're like, okay, I got this guy's address. Let's go ahead and go there. Let's relax. Let's chill.
The con guy wants to relax, and Connie ain't relaxing.
Should be like right here.
Well, they're going to go sell the the good stuff, the acid there that Ray has. Ray doesn't want to because his friend is the buyer,
which is fucked up. Like Connie is making the assumption that he's gonna get the money because he found it.
I mean, he is the only reason that they went back and found it because Ray wasn't going back.
That's true.
But Connie says if it went for for however much money, he's gonna buy it. But if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have anything. So they go to the place and there's this big ass dog there, but that Connie is able to calm him down.
Because he was a dog in a previous life.
Put him into the room. That's what he says. He is a dog.
That's why they
in
like
a previous
him so
life.
But also, like Lemmy would be like that. He would sound real mean and look mean. But if you just like were kind of nice to him, he'd just let you rob the shit out of my house. Like
he's referring to his hellhound that he has at the house, who is a good guard dog because he'll maul anybody that walks in the house.
I want you to believe that, but it's just not wholeheartedly not true. I got a funny story about him.
Which is the only dog left, right?
Yeah, shit, they're all gone.
Last one.
Thanks for bringing me down.
I'm sorry.
I can kill myself.
They have an argument about who's better and who's a fuck up in the apartment, where Ray finally calls his friend over and Connie goes into the room with the dog.
Well, at this point, that was Ray and Connie been up all night. Ray's been just drinking the shit out of the security guard's alcohol. He's seen Connie's mugshot on the TV, and then that's when he's just like, well, what the fuck did you do? Like, I'm not any judgment. And then that's why they got into the argument.
Well, this apartment's so fucking nice for a security guard for a broke down ass Adventureland. Like, and Chelsea was like, he don't live there alone. Like, she thought that like there was going to be a wife or something that showed up that made the money.
His dog pays the bills.
Apparently, a fucking dog must be a breeding dog or something.
You don't pay taxes.
Okay, here we go. He's gonna say, go ahead and say something else, bro. Damn immigrants or something. Like, are you gonna get on that now?
Well,
if I was Ray, I would have come up with a plan to get away from Connie, to sneak the acid, because he wasn't okay with what Connie was wanting to do. And then since the drug dealers don't want to pay with their product and escape him, like cut the hair, change his clothes, but he's just like constantly just drinking alcohol. Like, he ain't coming up with a plan.
If his buddy was really down like that, because he said he's going to go to the bank and see Tamara or whatever, and he does the gun gesture. If he was really down like that, I think he would have come with the gun the first time. You know what I mean? When this dude called to say, come over here and pay this guy for our acid, the motherfucker would have come with a pistol the first time.
Something.
Yep. He's
So I didn't really buy when he did that. I was like, oh, now you're going to get a gun because you can't buy your shit back from a guy? Like, I don't know. I think they would have beat the shit out of him the first time.
Goat is referring to Ray's friend that he calls up there.
Khalif.
To make the negotiations for the bottle of acid that Connie has in the room with him. Well,
Did
Khalif,
they ever say how much this bottle of acid was
they
worth?
did say it was worth like $15,000 or something.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I know like a sheet that you could probably get a lot of sheets out of that bottle would be $100 a piece. So I'm thinking it's probably 15 or more.
Because that's what Connie was trying to get.
Yeah, he
was
wanted to get 15
grand
out of it. Yeah, which is kind of crazy. But
wild.
Yeah, well,
but he needs 10. Why are you being greedy?
Khalif, whoever,
it's got to be worth more than 15. Because why would you pay 15 to make 15?
It's CALIPHE.
He tries to go into the room to get the bottle because he's like, fuck it, I'm done playing this. And the big ass dog is somehow on Connie's team. And Khalif's scared to go in there to get, eaten up. But like Goat said, he makes some kind of conversation about going to get the money, quotations, but he's really going to get that
the gun.
Tamara, which is a gun, so they can go back and shoot Connie and get the acid. But Connie already said he was done with the deal. Since dude couldn't get the money, he said he's done with the deal. He's going to go sell it somewhere else. So he ends up trying to leave the room, and Ray's like, what are you doing? He's going to get the money. What are you doing? You got to wait here. And he's like, fuck no, I told you I'm done. I'm not playing with you dumbasses. I'm out of here. So Connie is very, very intelligent. Because that's the smartest move you can make. It's like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, you got to know it ain't going to go good when the dude gets back.
Yep. And Ray tries to stop him, but old dog whisperer here, dog attacks Ray. And as Connie is leaving, he sees that the police are here, or Ray sees the police are here from the balcony, and they are surrounding the building. So
at this point in time, I guess it's been 12, 14, 16 hours since it's been overnight. But is it the security officer? I'm confused. Why the cops are there? Did the security officer get...
That I don't know.
Did he wake up and get out of the acidy, almost dying trip and be like, hey, this is exactly what happened?
How long does acid last?
It can be 48 hours or more, depending on how strong.
I took it as an overdose.
If you take just a regular amount, it can stick with you.
Oh, that security guard's going to the nut house.
He's probably going to spend the rest of his life. No, I would say a week or so before he feels normal. But, it'll be 48 hours before he could tell them they went to my house, which he didn't see that, so he wouldn't know that. But I think more likely they're going to the security guard's house because they're trying to figure out what his deal is. They probably, I think it's because his car's gone and shit. They're going to his house to check that, maybe. That's what I took it to be.
They took Connie as the security guard.
I don't think it would be as serious. They wouldn't have sent so many people, is what I'm thinking. They sent a whole SWAT team to go capture these guys.
Yeah, but what if the little girl said something too? When the grandma got called, why is your daughter here? Why is your car here? What if she was like, I was with the guy y'all thought was a security guard? You dumb motherfuckers.
He held me hostage.
Could have been like that. I don't know.
But she didn't know where he was going.
That's a possibility.
That is true. She did.
But then they would see, he wasn't the security guard. The guy who got the security guard. Plus, if they get the security guard's wallet that's in his pocket, that might,
No, they had the wallet in the car whenever they was going to his apartment.
I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
Connie had the wallet, the car.
Dude, New York.
They could call the owner
detectives
of the
ain't that
place.
damn good to know what the hell this motherfucker
In
is.
that short amount of time, maybe.
Do you own Adventureland? Yeah, is this guy? Oh no, he don't work there. It could be that simple. Even I don't
maybe
know.
in that short of time they wouldn't found that address and go there. But I think eventually they would go there with that.
Also, they might have got back to the precinct and seen his fucking mugshot that's all over the place too. I'm wait, that was the security guard.
That's true. Yeah, because in my head I was like, these were white cops arresting black man and a black girl. I'm
Without
they're
question.
not going to believe anything that they say anyway.
Without
So I was
question,
that was where I was like, I don't understand.
Open and shut
I couldn't
case.
get it.
They did
I
it.
couldn't.
And I think they drove a security looking car back to his house. It might have had a low jack on it or something. They could have tracked him. I don't know. I didn't even think about them finding him. I just assumed somebody knew what was up. But now that you mention it, that is weird.
Ray
it seems really quick.
Ray's watching the whole situation. Connie's trying to leave. The cops show up. He ends up running, but they still end up apprehending him. But before they do, Connie's able to throw the bottle of acid in this empty lot. It just looks like a striped bottle. No one would suspect it. It's in a puddle of trash. It's perfect. So Ray's calling his friend hey, the bottle's out there. We can just go get it. They're coming up here, though. They're coming up here to get me or something. I don't know why he just didn't leave the fucking room.
He didn't say that. That was when the cops started banging on the door. And then that's when Ray...
Before then, though. He could have been on the stairwell or in another apartment.
That phone...
yeah.
That phone wouldn't work without being on the charger because that's the phone that he got from the grandma's house that was fucked up. So he was trying to call Khalif and let him know about the bottle of acid because, that's 15 G's. So
the smart thing for this guy to do is to put tape around his wrist and act like he's kidnapped from that guy. he beat the shit out of me. I don't know what I'm doing.
He took the wrong gun.
Yeah.
He's beating me up.
He sees that they're coming up for him, so he decides to escape from the outside. And as Connie's getting put into the police car, he can look up and see that Ray is trying to escape off the balcony and ends up slipping and falling to his death.
this is terrible.
Well, we don't know he died. He died off screen. So he could come back with part
I'm pretty
2.
sure
No.
he's very
No.
dead. He's
No.
super dead, bro.
He's like 15
Good
stories
time,
up.
too.
Like,
He broke
no.
every
Better
bone in his
times.
body, and he's fucking dead on the street, dude. Yeah, it's over for him.
Well,
Ray's not in good time, too. Let me just tell you.
well, then they focus on Connie in the police ride to the precinct as he has this wild look in his eyes. And I think at this point, the audience is supposed to realize, like, he is the bad guy. He isn't doing this for his brother. He's just doing this because he is the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then after we get this crazy stare down,
It kind of has this look like he thinks he's still going to get away with it, too. Like he's like trying to work out, like, how do I get out of this part, you know? And it's like, bro, it's over. You're done,
not
man.
gonna work out.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a look like, I'll be Batman one day.
I thought you were about to say something else.
And then-
like, that was going to get us in
He
trouble.
does become Batman.
He did.
First, he made a couple $1 billion.
And it was actually this movie that got him the Batman role. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, then we're seeing Nick and the old therapist coming to get him from the hall, and he's with his grandmother that brought him there. And he's telling Nick that he's in the right place and that his brother Connie is where he belongs. And
Seems a lot more confident here, the therapist.
Yeah, because Connie's behind bars.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't hurt him.
Yeah, he seems a lot safer with his actions now.
Well, Nick is placed in this class with other people like him, and it seems like he is acclimating and
Yeah, he
joining
slowly
in on the
warms up.
activities and having fun and possibly learning.
Yeah, it said like seemed like he was trying to like get to know these people and be like, am I safe around here? I don't know nobody here.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, let's play a game.
It's kind of a bittersweet ending. Like, you know, you're kind of glad he's away from Connie, you know? You're
Yeah,
like, thank
for sure.
God they locked that fucking loser up.
He starts participating in the class with other students and other people, and yeah, it looks like he starts having a good time. He's going to start regulating, you know,
Yeah.
having fun,
Fucking-
living life like he's supposed to.
Got that shit brother away from him. Like,
And that's when the words go up on good time.
As he's walking across the
oh,
room.
yeah. And then it zooms out and the word director's next
Has
to him because he
anybody
couldn't
ever-
help but point out that he's also the director of the movie. Like,
Let me tell you something. He's a director.
did you know he's not just an actor? He actually worked like several jobs on this movie. Pretty crazy, but
That's pretty awesome. That's how you save money.
true.
I wonder if they got the budget.
$40 budget on.
They got that, so many $1 million budget, and they was like, all right, let's keep that money. And then
Let's see how we can save money.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, you'll do this for free, right? You like being a piece of
That's
shit.
why
right?
that's why they ain't never found none of the money.
Right? The Safdies took that motherfucking money off that ride, dude.
That's pretty good, though. That's all
There's
right.
some weird dudes. I watched an interview on the way here about, it was Robert Pattinson and the Safdie brothers, like, talking about this movie. And then they didn't get to the movie by the time I pulled in your driveway, but I was just like, they're fucking weird. Like, Benny seems normal, but the brother, Josh, I think is the other one, I was like, he kind of seems like an asshole. He was like being all weird. The guy was like, I thought you didn't wear jewelry. He was like, this has all my medical information in it. And Benny goes, yeah, this does too, and pointed to his Apple Watch. And he was like, I don't wear watches. It's not jewelry. And I was like, this guy kind of sucks. Like, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Benny did a great job, like you said. I think he's pretty good in this. Especially if you've seen him in anything else.
Well, let's go ahead and tell these people about some facts they probably didn't know about Good Time.
I bet they did.
Extra, extra, hear all about it. We got the facts.
All right, guys. Robert Pattinson stalked the directors. After seeing a promotional still from the Safdie's previous film, Heaven Knows What, Pattinson became obsessed with working with them. He didn't even wait for a script. He sent them an email saying, quote, I don't care what the movie is, I want to do it, end quotes. To prepare for the role of Connie, he spent weeks living in a basement apartment in Harlem, never opening his curtains and eating nothing but tuna out of a can to get in a desperate, paranoid headspace. Grizz?
Gonna expand on that after all of that happened, they specifically had this film in mind for him, drawing on inspiration from the Safdie brothers' experience growing up in New York City. Goat.
You know when he goes to the rich girlfriend's apartment and he gets in bed with those 3 dogs? I had to look up their names. It's pretty good. There's one named Toast, Muppet, and Underpants.
How about
So I thought that was pretty cool.
All actors didn't read the script, but were given a detailed backstory of their characters and were told to improvise every scene, while Robert Pattinson and Benny Safdie, what was that? Safdie had scripts, but were told to react to the others as well as they could.
Cool.
The real life jail scenes. The Safdies wanted total authenticity, so they filmed the prison sequences in the Manhattan Detention Complex, commonly known as the Tombs.
Jesus.
Many of the background extras were not actors. They were actual inmates or people who had recently been processed. Pattinson later said that because he was in such deep disguise with his bleached hair and grimy clothes, the inmates treated him like just another prisoner, which added a genuine layer of tension to his performance. Grizz?
Pretty
Wait,
sure
they
he
showed him in
was.
jail in here?
I don't think
Rob Pattinson did it.
Pattinson was never in the jail scene, so I don't know why
Maybe it's
inmates were treating him like that.
Yeah.
He did interview a lot of them, but I don't know. Did he do that from jail?
I mean, he might have really wanted to just go to jail, and
dude, he's that guy. Dude.
He was just in there like, let me get a method actor, and he was like, oh,
yeah, exactly. He's not like Shia LaBeouf annoying about it, but he's pretty damn close. Like,
I mean, I give him
despite this being an A24 film, the Safdie brothers are known for their own DIY approach for films, participating in filmmaking from writing to editing. They work with small crews, like you said, with non-professional actors. So it's people like Goat said that don't know that they're actually filming in the malls and stuff. And with this, the film cinematography. Can't say where it was. Yeah,
Sam's
led by Sean Prince Williams, featured a gritty, immersed style with close-ups and vibrant color palettes. Yeah, nice. Goat.
A running bet, Robert Pattinson and the Safdie brothers, that this would get nominated for awards or be at Cannes or whatever. And the Safdie brothers were like, I mean, it's good, but I don't think it's going to do that good. And Robert Pattinson found out first. And the bet was that if they made it, Robert Pattinson had to buy them this extremely expensive Japanese toilet. And he tried to call them, but they were in a meeting, so he just texted them a picture of the Japanese toilet, and that's how they found out they were like in the film festival. I thought that was kind of neat.
That's funny.
That's some like way too good of friends bullshit, but yeah, that's pretty cool. But qual.
After a while, Robert Pattinson's hair started falling out in chunks due to the many times that they bleached it. After dyeing it black first to make him look more like Benny, who plays his brother, they peroxided it to blonde and had to bleach it back and forth several times until they got all the scenes in the required color. They shot scenes in the bathroom where he actually applies the hair dye in front of the mirror, but the scene didn't make it to the final film because it slowed down the pace of the movie. When shooting Wrapped, he shaved it all off, which led to the mugshot photo of him on TV, which was taken a day after the shooting Wrapped. That doesn't make any sense. Like, if he's gonna bleach his hair, you would do those scenes and then do the dyed black hair all in one. Why are you gonna go back and forth?
Well, a lot of times they don't shoot movies sequentially. You know, they may shoot the ending scene first and then shoot the beginning scene later on or something.
And he did say in that interview I watched part of, he was like, or the directors were like, Rob wants to shoot everything so many times. Like, he'll get one and he's like, I think I can do it better. So maybe he was like coming back and it's probably his own fault. You know, like, I don't feel bad for him, but
I don't feel bad.
Trillionaire.
At the end, his real life, he ended up looking like the Cynthia doll from Rugrats. He was just all...
It kind of sounds like it, yeah.
I can do it better.
Panda.
The casting of Benny Safdie. Initially, the directors didn't plan for Benny Safdie to play Nick, Connie's brother. They scouted for actors with developmental disabilities to play the role to ensure authenticity. However, they realized the intense, high-stress nature of the guerrilla shoot, which involved sprinting through New York streets and filming in cramped, loud spaces, might be too taxing. Benny took on the role himself, using his deep bond with his brother, Josh, to fuel the us against the world chemistry that anchors the film. Grizz?
Improv master? Some of the storylines of the storylines, like in the cab where Pattinson was in where they had the dye pack with on the TV while they're watching TV, he kissed the girl, and in the hospital where he get the orange juice to the old lady was all improvised, all by Robert Pattinson. I feel like all of those are pretty funny.
and weird.
Yeah,
Go.
weird as fuck.
That's my last one, by the way.
So yeah, and this is my last one. But they had this guy lined up to play the bail bondsman, but they said he's going to keep the money, and we need a Jewish guy. So I'm just kidding. I'm fucking. Koala.
During pre-production, to try out if the makeup and clothes looked realistic, Pattinson went to shops around New York and interacted with people on the streets. He also spent much time as himself with people from Queens to get the accent right, and hung out with recently released prisoners. He would let some read the script out loud so he could record it on his phone and listen to it when he went to sleep. The last sentence, weird. Panda?
Filming without permits. To capture the frantic energy of New York City, the crew often filmed in public without traditional permits or closing off streets. In the scene where Connie is running through a crowded mall, the shoppers around him had no idea a movie was being filmed. This led to several near misses with security and real police. The Safdie's philosophy was shoot first, apologize later, which kept the actors in a constant state of high alert anxiety. Koala?
Robert Pattinson's performance in this film is what brought Matt Reeves to write the Batman 2022 script with Pattinson in mind for the role. Panda?
Buddy Duress. From prison to set. The casting of Buddy Duress, who plays Ray, is legendary. The Safdies first met him while filming their previous movie, but he was arrested and sent back to Rikers Island before they could finish. They liked him so much that they waited for his release to cast him in good time. He literally walked off a prison bus and onto the movie set. His Ray's story monologue in the film, the long, rambling story about the night he was arrested, was heavily improvised based on his own real-life run-ins with the law. Koala?
They actually use holy powder for the dye-packed explosion in the car scene. An actual dye pack like there are used in banks wouldn't have brought the required effect. Panda?
The invisible movie star. Despite being one of the most famous actors in the world at the time, Robert Pattinson was never recognized while filming on the busy streets of New York. He stayed in character, wore layers of baggy, grimy clothes, and used a hustler's gait. The Safdies were so successful at camouflaging him that they were able to film in the middle of Midtown Manhattan during rush hour without a single paparazzi or fan noticing he was there. Koala?
The scene in the subway was shot during rush hour with real passengers on the 7 train. In order to shoot unnoticed, they directed Pattinson by text messages while a camera and crew was filming in the same wagon. Panda?
A soundtrack built on anxiety. The score by Wani Hetrix, Point Never, which is Daniel Lopatin, is a character of its own. To get the specific jagged electronic sound, Lopatin used vintage synthesizers and processed them to sound like they were breaking. He and the directors wanted the music to feel like a panic attack translated into sound. It ended up winning the Best Soundtrack Award at the 2017 Cannes Film Festival. Koala?
Pattinson on Connie's never-resting twitchy energy. We started this shoot with the first scene in the social worker's office. I was incredibly nervous, a nutcase, so I was in this extreme state, and there were power cuts all the time that they were delaying the shooting for the scene. I was bowling, full of adrenaline, and I told myself, that's it. I'm going to do this during the whole entire movie. No more thoughts, just wow. Even in the scene where I'm kissing Crystal, where I should have been relaxed, simply seated on a couch, I put myself in this frame of mind, and I think I scared her. Panda.
Real-life family cameos. The Safdie brothers have a habit of casting their own world. The woman who plays the grandmother in the house Connie hides in is actually a non-professional actor the brothers found through a local casting call. But several of the cops seen in the background of the various scenes were played by actual off-duty NYPD officers to ensure the arrest procedures looked and felt authentic. Koala?
Oh, this is going to be my last one. Webster plays a 16-year-old character. She's told by Connie that she looks older. The actress was actually 19 at the age of filming. Anna?
The Bleach Transformation. Ichigo Kurosaki is actually... No, I'm just playing. Connie's hair transformation in the movie wasn't just a plot point. It was a practical necessity for the production. Because they were filming in real-life locations without permits, they needed a way to change Pattinson's look mid-shoot so that if it was recognized early on, his new look would throw people off for the second half of the production. They did the bleach job in a real bathroom to keep the texture looking DIY and amateur. And my last one, the 100-page background. Even though the movie starts with a bang, the Safdies wrote a massive amount of backstory for the characters that never made it to the screen. They provided Robert Pattinson and Benny Safdie with a detailed history of their characters' childhoods, their parents' failures, and their previous run-ins with the law. This helped the actors portray a shorthand relationship where they didn't need to explain things to each other. They just acted like brothers who had been through a lifetime of trauma.
So my question is, after knowing all these facts, what the fuck did they spend that much $1 million? Because you said they spent, what, $2 million or $20 million on this?
$4 million.
$4 million? Where does all this money?
And they got $4 million.
Oh, okay.
And you know why you're not going to know?
That's too damn bad!
And now let's move on to our final thoughts. I thought Good Time was a bad one.
A bad time.
This was one of those Oscar-nominated, look deep within the story, feel something type movie. And I just don't like those. I couldn't find somebody I was like I could relate to. None of the characters. I felt like I wouldn't have made a lot of those decisions or know anybody that would even make those same decisions. I thought a lot of the thing that happened in the movie, like Connie had to... I like everything that Connie ran into. I don't know. I just couldn't convince myself to like this movie. I don't know. It was whack. Like I said before, it was like The Big Lebowski, but just it should have been a comedy. Like if this movie was a comedy and they threw those elements in there, I would have probably loved it. Like if you would have threw the director of Step Brothers or even the director of The Big Lebowski on this job, like it would have been great. And I don't know. I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. Obviously, it won rewards. And I don't like movies that win awards. Like, if you're an Oscar-nominated movie, most times I don't like it. 12 Years a Slave, fucking Interstellar, stuff like that. I don't know. I just don't like it. The acting was great. Like, everybody played their part, and they did great at it. There was no bad acting in this. The scenes were great. Everybody did great. It's just, I just don't like this type of movie, and that's me personally. So
I was actually shocked you were able to watch it. Not really. Well, I told Chelsea that last night. I was like, Brandon's going to be so fucking mad at me, dude.
Speaking of that, all the movies that you fucking doing, we'll talk about that.
I didn't understand. I was telling Chelsea this last night as well. I was like, I think they like the movies they pick. Like, they want to watch the movies they pick. I didn't ever want to watch this movie again because it's so sad. It's so brutal. And then you were like, I'm going to watch it a second time. I was like, I don't know, man. I think I just watch it once and make my notes. Like,
got to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, I wouldn't recommend this to my friends, but if you wanted to watch a movie with good acting, I would recommend this. But I'm going to say it's a bad one. Goat. If your brother was locked up and you needed $10,000 to get him out, would you sleep with an underage girl? Or say that Good Time was a good one?
I think it's a good movie, but it's not like it's not one you want to watch a lot. Like, it's one of those, like, you're like, wow, that's impressive. You were able to put that together. Like you said, the acting's good and everything, but like, you're not throwing this on every night. You're not going to watch this like multiple times. I was mad that I had to watch it again, you know, because I just knew by the end of it when you're fucking, like I said, bittersweet. Do you see the brother acclimating to this class? You're like, maybe his life's going to get better. That's all you get out of the movie is maybe he's not going to have a terrible life because his brother's in fucking prison now. Like, and that's a terrible way to end the movie. That's brutal. But I literally said yesterday, I was like, Brandon's going to be fucking pissed, dude.
Koala, if your brother was retarded,
oh my gosh,
he is.
Would you have him help you? Would you have him help you rob a bank, or would you say that Good Time was a good one?
No, I would not. They're like, no, not at all. I think that's the stupidest decisions that he made for
she hates
his
Robert
brother.
Pattinson. For anybody listening, by the way, she's like a big.
I'm literally about to say I do not like Robert Pattinson.
Rob Pat Hater 69 is her email address. Like, it's crazy, dude.
So I have never seen this movie, and honestly, I will never watch it again. I think A Good Time is a terrible one.
A terrible time.
Terrible.
The worst one.
I will say, going in, I do not like Rob Pattinson or A24 movies, just in general. So this one, I will say, it was really hard not to be biased, but I still tried to go in and see it for what it is. It looks like a B-rated movie. The acting was okay. I mean, I do say that Nick, the brother, did play, like, once you rewatch it and start hearing other people's opinions, like, it would be really hard to play that type of character. So I will say, like, he did a good job on that. I think the story is bad. The writing's bad. I do not think anything about this movie was good. It's honestly pretty pointless. Like, Connie got Nick in trouble. He's trying to get him out. And every person he encountered was just worse off knowing him. Like, Ray, he died. Crystal, there's no telling what happened with her after she went with the cops. The security guard got beat the fuck up and then got acid poured down his throat. So there's no telling how he is. Lorraine, she's in trouble with her mom. The poor grandma, like, she got her arm broken because Connie was fucking up and, like, got Nick to break her arm. So just throughout the whole entire movie, he's trying to get the money to get his brother out after all the lies, the manic episodes, but he still got caught and sent to jail. So, like, the whole entire movie is entirely pointless. Like, I think the only good thing that Connie did was finally tell the truth and, like, was able to get Nick released. But yeah, I just think it was a complete, entirely waste of time watching it. So,
Wow.
yeah, terrible one.
Wow.
Terrible.
A24 has not been known for hits. I'm just
Except
saying.
for, like, critically. You know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
for everybody that likes movies. Yeah, I got you. Though.
I like art. Or like,
I wish I could watch Nutty Professor 5.
Well, let me see it.
I got you, bro.
It Follows, It Comes at Night, and The Witch. Terrible movies,
Really?
but people love them.
I thought The Witch was pretty good.
No, it's terrible.
Well,
Do you not take upon me favor upon me,
You know
daughter?
what's really crazy though?
That old
It's like,
English.
despite knowing like that you don't have the same taste as me, I still take your recommendations. Isn't that weird?
Appreciate that.
Like, you'll say something's good, and I'm like, I'll give it a shot, even though I know, like, I'll probably like, I might like it, but like, I'm like, he doesn't like the same shit as me. Like, I don't know, I've always thought that was weird. So
That's weird. Grizz, if someone broke into the theme park that you were guarding at night, would you blow your whistle and make them motherfuckers deaf as shit? Or would you say that a good time is a good one?
Hey, blowing the shit out of that.
that's hilarious. Make 'em deaf as shit.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you and your whistle.
That's hilarious.
I know I wouldn't get tackled and beat the fuck out of Robert Pattinson.
That wouldn't be good.
Yeah, dang.
Then you get acid in your mouth.
Honestly, I had to sit here and think about, because I ain't gonna lie, guys. On the road, I don't get a chance to watch movies like that. And so I didn't know that this was made by A24. So my original thought was I was going to destroy this movie. And then I was like, oh, this must be an independent film because it looks like it's B-rated. Only good actor is Robert Pattinson. So I thought somebody just put all their money into this movie.
To hire Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, to hire Robert Pattinson, because
That's hilarious.
it had to be like Robert Pattinson got $1 million and then everybody else got the rest. That's what I thought it was going to be.
That's hilarious.
That's what it seems like.
And then I find out it's A24. So I'm a fucking No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it kind of held my attention. It got me to be like, if I was in this situation and my brother was in jail because of me, what would I do to get him out? Right?
That's valid.
Sure.
I would if I was a piece of shit, I would go through all of this to get my brother out.
If you're a piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you still care about your brother.
I do care about my brother.
Yeah.
And it's like if he was in jail getting beat, like, you don't know what's going on, so everything is just going through your mind. He can die, he can get raped, he can fuck somebody up, I want to make sure that I can get him out. So I would probably do the exact same thing. I'm gonna go to the hospital, not try to make myself conspicuous, go into his room, try to get him out. I'm not even gonna check under the bandages. So it's like, honestly, I think if you was in that state of mind, you would probably make kind of the same decision if you was a piece of shit.
Right.
Right?
And he's a piece of shit.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Except for kissing the 16-year-old girl.
Yeah. Well, a piece of shit would make that decision.
I'm talking about me.
I got you.
Personally.
Yeah.
But if I was a piece of shit,
Even if you were a piece of shit, you wouldn't do that.
yeah, I don't think I would do that.
Yeah.
Maybe the grandma.
Yeah, that's less shitty.
Yeah, it's less shitty.
Unless that old dude was your
Elderly
husband
abuse.
and you're like getting on her right in front of him and he can
I'm
still
assuming
see
it
or something.
was her husband.
Could have been an uncle or something. I don't know.
true.
Yeah.
So looking at it through that lens,
Might have liked it.
I like to watch.
I gotta say it's an okay one. Because it still, like I said, it still held my attention. Like you said, it had good acting, especially Nicholas. He did an outstanding job. I literally thought that he was mentally challenged.
I did too.
Right.
In this movie.
When I first saw it, I definitely did too.
He did
Right.
great.
And if you see him in an interview, you're like, holy shit, he's so not that. Like, you know, like, I mean, and Robert Pattinson's fucking British. I forget that all the time. Like,
and then the fact that they did this in New York without nobody noticing him is like an undercover thing. I love that type of stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty neat too, I guess.
It's a bad good movie at the same time. I don't know. It's weird to try to categorize it. So I had to step back. We're pretty much movie critics at this point, and we got to see that Robert Pattinson is an A-ranked, A-listed.
He's a big guy. Yeah, celebrity, actor, or whatever. Yeah.
So it's like with him, I think he did a decent job of being a piece of shit. The brother did a bang up job by being like mentally challenged. The rich girl was great as a spoiled brat.
Dude, she killed it. Yeah.
The mom hated the guy. Like everything was great. Like the acting was good. So it's like it's still, like as long as it still held my attention, I wanted to see what shenanigans this guy was going to get in.
Right.
Cool. I'm fine with it. So like I said, it's an okay one. I wish the storyline would have been a lot better. I wish the cameras would have been a lot better.
Well, like I think there's a lot of movies that I've seen one time and I don't ever want to see them again because they're either like too sad or too brutal or whatever. And like I'd say they're good movies, but like it was a bad time. You know what I mean? Like they were done well. And this is definitely one of those movies where I'm like, whenever you said we had to watch it, I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have picked this movie. Like, fuck, man, I don't want to watch this again because the ending is just like, okay. Like,
well, I was just going by the literal definition on how we do. The best one, the great one, the good one, the okay one.
Yeah. So
my okay one, if I'm going to remind you guys in the podcast, if you're listening, an okay one is a movie that has some good moments, but overall it's forgettable. So I'm probably not going to watch this again, but the acting, good. I'm just not going to recommend it to the next person.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch it ever again.
I will say something about that Safdie brothers. Okay, check it out. Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man, look retarded, act retarded. Not retarded.
God dang it, bro.
Counted toothpicks, cheated cards, autistic show, not retarded. Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
Slow, yes, retarded, maybe. Braces on his legs, but he charmed the pants off Nixon and he won a ping pong competition. Mm-hmm. That ain't retarded.
Yeah.
He was a goddamn war hero. You know any retarded war heroes?
No.
You never go for a retard.
Hey.
You don't buy that? Ask Sean Penn, 2001, I Am Sam. Remember? Went for a weehawk.
He went for a weehawk.
Went for a retard. Walked away empty-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I didn't know Robert Downey Jr. was coming on.
Benny Safdie didn't do that, and so that's why he won a reward for this.
That's true. He
that's
didn't go full.
Good ass acting.
Yeah,
that's all I got to say.
That's pretty hilarious.
That's all I got to say about that.
I do want a breakdown of what they spent the $2 million on, because if they didn't get the permits. They
did do that.
They didn't get the permits.
They did get permits.
Oh, there was
no permits.
No, they did. They got permits for this street, and they used 5 streets. So there were streets they didn't. Like they literally say that in the interview. They were like, "We got the permission." That's why they thanked the mayor and stuff at the end. Like they were like, "We're going to shut down." They didn't even shut down the street for the shoots and stuff. They were, we got permits to film here, and then they would like run a couple streets over and just like get away with it. So.
Okay.
But yeah, they spent a lot of money on doing it right. But they have this like ask for forgiveness, not permission thing that they talk about, and it seems like they're kind of dicks. But yeah, like
get the job done.
They didn't get
a lot of
Simple
really
Jack in this movie.
Yeah, no shit. A lot of impressive people. He should have been in that hospital. Simple Jack.
Hey, well, let's move
Make
on
me happy, baby.
to 20 questions, hosted by Koala.
Hey.
All right, guys, let the interrogation begin.
Bum, bum, bum. Do that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire thing.
Okay, I'm ready.
Got that queued up.
No.
Get it queued up. Come on.
I'll tell you what I got queued up.
What a dick.
I got that to interrupt her.
What fucking idea was that?
That was my idea, because you be talking too damn long, and we already get the point, but you just keep nailing it in. So it's like, God dang it.
So you just say
That's
that
too
to
damn bad.
You need that for my voice message.
Hey. We need lock 'em up.
Lock 'em
Yeah,
up.
put that in there.
I do need that one. That was pretty good. Lock 'em up.
Okay, y'all can start the questions.
Okay, we can start the question, guy. Is this movie made in the 70s, 80s, or 90s?
No.
70s, 80s? Did you?
Yeah, just
70s, 90s. I was like,
70s, 80s,
yeah,
or
no,
90s?
because I was not about to type in 70s, 80s, 90s. I was just 70s dash to 90s.
All right. So it's not a 70s, 80s, or 90s movie. Could be
2000s, 2010?
Yes.
Yeah, ask a question, buddy.
You don't want me to ask a question. I don't know any movies from that time period.
I did not watch movies within those 10
I
years.
was totally not watching movies.
I was reading books.
Let me do a
at the
little
time.
research.
Yeah, I was
hang on.
reading.
That was about the Fast and
books.
Furious days.
2000 to 2010?
Yeah.
Talking about like 300. Okay, that's a good movie. The Matrix. Matrix 99 or 2000?
No, I think it's 99. Matrix Reloaded.
Is it a fantasy movie?
No, wait. Oh, we do 3 of those.
Oh,
So it's not a fantasy movie. It's in 2010. I'm going to say, is it made between 2000 and 2005?
yes.
We're closer. We're closer.
We're closer.
We're closer.
All right, I'm gonna go between. Is this an animation or horror?
No.
So it's not fantasy, not animation, and not horror. So we are closer.
I'm going to say you drank too damn much.
Rude.
I'm saying we talked to him.
Is it a comedy or a drama?
Yes.
We closer.
Good job. Good job.
Dialing
Good
it
job.
in. Dialing it in.
Is this movie made between 2000 and 2003?
No.
2004, 2005.
All right, is this movie made in 2004?
Yes. Okay, we'll just let you know since I skimped that. You're at number 9 right now. 2004, and then
2004 comedies.
comedy, drama.
Those are the two options there.
I don't know, man. Dodgeball was around then, wasn't it? Is it that?
What about, was this movie, did it like come from a book?
Yes.
It comes from a book.
Okay, well, if I'm going to shoot that, I want to eliminate that. So, but I want to eliminate a few more.
Why don't you just fire that one? But one of those goes away because it's fantasy.
Yep, that's true.
So there's only
That's
two
true.
right there, and one
So
of them
it
is
could be-
one that you're really leaning towards. So why don't you say it?
Could be Harry Potter, but I think,
No, it's fantasy.
but I think she did that last time, so we cannot do that because fantasy does eliminate it. So, is this a book? Is this movie from a book written by Nicholas Sparks?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's you got it, dude. You nailed it. You
No,
sniped it.
well, we still have to get it down because Nicholas Sparks wrote a lot of books.
10th question.
Really,
Yes, he
that
did.
had
He
movies
did.
in 2004 though.
I don't know about 2004, but
That's
he
what
has
I'm
a
saying.
shit ton.
I think there's one particular
we
one.
got plenty of questions, so let's just
One
narrow it
particular
down.
one where if you gender swapped it, it'd be a fucking nightmare for everybody. So, just saying.
Okay, who is the actors in this?
Oh, I don't have any fucking clue.
Oh,
You
come
asking
on.
me that?
Does this movie have Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams?
Yes.
Is this The Notebook?
Yes.
Damn, he's had too much to drink. He's out of control. Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
So let's go
Slurs,
through this,
smashing
man. If us guys made this movie, it would be an outrage, right?
Why? What happens in
Why?
this movie?
What happens to this movie is she falls in love with this guy, right? And then she moves away. They break up, she moves away, and then she gets a fiance. And now she's in love with this other guy. And this old guy comes in and he's like, I think I still love you. And then she's like, oh, I think I do like him. They start hanging out. They start, hanging
Yeah, she
out.
was definitely playing the field because she still kept out hopes that they would be together, and because he went to the army or navy, whatever the fuck he did, and he always wrote her a letter, but her mama deemed him as like poor and beneath them, so she ended up hiding the letters. So she moved on with her life because she thought he did too. And then that's when she came back to that town and started seeing him. And that's when they started talking and realized that, like, oh, fuck, like, we still have feelings for each other. And
So
yada,
does
yada, yada.
Not settled with
women
this other guy.
do women love like cheating on their husbands type movies? Because look,
If it was a
the
dude-
top two movies I would say that women love, they're like, oh, this is about love and I love, is Notebook, right?
Go on.
We all agree.
Yeah, that one
Yeah,
is a...
that's a big one.
Titanic.
Oh,
big-
We all forget that bitch was married.
and Crying in the Rain.
Crying in the rain.
Oh, sorry.
He's not allowed to drink.
So Notebook and Titanic, both of these bitches was in a relationship, left the dude that they absolutely loved and was supposed to marry or was already married, and then
Went
messed
to
with
the-
this, went
yeah.
to somebody else. So y'all just like,
Sure did.
love to just leave your husbands or
It's
boyfriends?
romance. They
For
feel
their
so
first-
strongly they have to cheat.
For the first true
It's
love.
okay if you feel strongly to cheat.
Look,
I've heard that.
every Hallmark movie, right? Like come on.
I don't fuck with Hallmark
Last
movies, so
Christmas.
I don't. The only reason why I chose this book or this movie is because the next month is romance, and I completely forgot that I was supposed to pick a movie.
And
I
I'm
was like,
sorry
that came up.
again. I didn't understand the picking thing. I didn't. I didn't know you're supposed to want to
we
watch the movie
understand
or that you
Goat's-
like the movie.
We understand Goat's romance after the movie he picked.
Yeah. Again, I'll apologize to everybody. I didn't know you're supposed to want to like the movie. Like I was picking movies just based on the criteria and not. When I picked Good Time, I was like, oh, I've seen that, and that's in the time frame.
It was a good pick.
Was it?
No.
Everybody hated it.
It was a good movie to review.
Okay, I'll take that.
Like,
Yeah,
if
it
we
didn't have a
just-
lot to talk about.
If
but,
we just reviewed movies we liked, this would be a lame ass podcast.
that
So
is
that was
true.
a good pick.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, I literally picked it just because you were like, whatever you said, this time frame or whatever, and I was like, oh, that's in there.
Boom. There
I
it
had
is.
no other. I didn't know you're supposed to like want to watch it. I don't know.
Well, we've
I
gone
didn't even
back
think
and
about watching it.
forth
Like, yeah.
of picking a bad. Like we're supposed to do like 2 or 3 and like pick one bad movie
Yeah.
or whatever. But
Yeah, I should
I
have
don't.
that.
My shit don't ever get fucking picked, so I don't be doing the bad movies.
Well, you can trade out with the one I got. So.
And the Ghost two times in a row.
Yeah,
so
if you want to take this one,
the
have
luck
at
is
it,
on his side.
I don't want to fucking watch this movie.
Speaking of which, be on the lookout for our next movie, 50 Shades of Grey.
One of my favorites.
Victed by
That
Ghost.
you've never seen.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding about not seeing it. I fucking love 50 Shades
Oh,
of
he
Grey.
At
loves
least it's
it.
the first movie.
He's like,
Yeah.
yes.
I've only ever heard Gilbert Gottfried read the book out loud. I told you were a good girl. Like he's like super loud. It's great. But, yeah.
That would be terrible.
No, he does. He's done it. He did it for charity. I
Oh,
think.
no.
It's pretty hilarious before he died. But yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
Oh, yeah, we got to check that out.
Yeah, you should watch or listen to that version. That's the only thing I've ever heard about the book. I've never read it, never seen the movie, so I'm excited to see
Koala.
something new.
You need to listen to that book read by Gilbert Gottfried.
That would be good for
I don't
everybody.
like audiobooks.
I only like them if Gilbert Gottfried's doing.
People want to suggest a movie for us to review or for Movie 21 questions, send us an email at WeRealReels or comment on YouTube.
You could have said somebody suggested it. You didn't have to put me on.
Well, we got a quiet audience.
I didn't
man.
even think about that.
We've had one suggestion, and we did it, which was next Friday.
True.
So hopefully, Milk Chocolate 305 or Mr. Nasty Chocolate, Sexy
Mr.
Chocolate.
Nasty
I think it
Chocolate.
was milk
I
chocolate.
hope he appreciated that. He didn't comment on it, so he probably didn't like it.
Man, it sounded like it went bad.
But yeah, we've only had one suggestion, but we appreciate it, though. We appreciate it so much. If you suggest any more movies, we will review them. So just check that out. Get ready for that next month. Hope you enjoyed the review today. If you did, please leave us a like, a subscribe, and a rating wherever you listen to your podcasts. And that'll be it for us at We Will Reels. Goat,
Thank you, man.
Koala,
Bye.
Grizz.
Man, go. This is your perfect opportunity to say bye.
He did it. He did that into it. That wasn't me.
All right, guys, keep on reeling.